And we're
Cool.
live, right?
Thank you, Mycicle. We got a lot planned today, so hang on to your penis. No guests. I promised guests. So a lot of you are going to be like, where are those guests? Everybody was asleep. 11 o'clock was too late. Now, Mike, I have to ask you,
It's
this
11
is
o'clock on a Thursday, but no one has work tomorrow that we know.
no,
What are
everyone goes to
they?
bed at 7 now.
Wow, what are they doing? What happened?
So, Mike, I told everyone that this would be a live Zoom chat. So would people be allowed? Can we have people in? Can they email it? How can we get them in that I can see them?
Oh, we just need their email. So
And what do I got to do?
get
It's
their
okay if this
email.
is get their email. All right, so let me go in the Patreon. Are we live in the Patreon?
Yeah,
Does
there's a
anyone?
post on there. Tell them to
Okay.
just message us on the Patreon, their email, and we'll send them the an
All
invite.
right. This is very exciting. I don't know if anyone could see. It's just you and me. This is you and me. So I'm talking to you. I don't know why I'm
Matt,
acting like I've never done this before. Like
well,
I've
Matt
never been on a
Moves
podcast.
Mountains is here, and so
Is
is
he?
Billy Bats. So,
How do we see him? Because they're got to be hanging with us.
this is their
Oh, they have to give us their email. Could they
comments
do
right
their
here.
email in? You
I
seeing
wouldn't
comments?
recommend they just put it out there to the world, but
Don't. All right, Mike, I got to ask you one more favor. I'm so
sure.
sorry. Can you handle looking at
Yeah,
that?
I got it right here.
Getting their emails? Because I don't know. I'm too stoned to do anything right now, and I'm not a help.
No worries, Greg. That's what I'm here for. Everyone on the Patreon, basically, let's message us on the Patreon, your email saying you want to be up on here. Join us on the StreamYard chat. Well, have your camera and your mic ready, or just your phone. That'll do both.
This is
And
exciting.
I'll send you an invite once you send us your email.
The special guests were you. Did you guys realize that? That's who it was. It was them and Mike. But you're already the most special.
Oh, I wasn't a small bus.
It looks like you're going to say something. Are you going to say something?
Oh no, I was gonna say that it would have been a better surprise if you hadn't said we didn't have any guests.
Yeah, well, we might get guests. I'm going to be texting people throughout, and then maybe they'll come in. But everyone else I asked was, usually when a comedian has they're like, I get my friends, Louis C.K. shows up, or Jim Gaffigan. When I call my friends, no one responds to the texts. So it's a little different. We're doing a telethon tonight, but we're not raising money. We're raising love, Michael. Are you okay with raising some love? Can we get some love going?
Sure. How do we tally that love?
I think with our hearts. I think however full your heart feels, that's where we're at. Right now, I'll be honest, man. I should be at a 0, but I'm at a 5 because I already feel a little bit of love.
Gotcha.
Just that Matt and Helena showed up.
Yeah.
And you are here. I'm already feeling the love. So are they coming in?
Flat Rat. No one's messaged yet, but Flat Rat Rock is here, and
say Flat Rat. What's going on?
And Chris Asuna.
I see it, Chris. Yeah, you are the special guest. Now, y'all got some questions or some topics that we could jam on? I would love to get anybody on the camera, and if anybody wants to come out and just hang. Bro, Matt, I would love to get you in the mix to just talk to your face, but you don't have to. You guys also just sit there and be quiet. But I'd love to get some faces, some parties, if we will, or else it's not really a hang.
No problem. Well, while we're getting that, I do have a topic we can go over.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, article we came across where you don't have to have a traditional funeral anymore, Greg.
What do you mean?
Now, you can just get embalmed and have your body positioned the way you want to be seen. You don't got to be lying down on a casket anymore.
Please, if you think I haven't pitched this 1,000 times to all my friends, which everyone knows it, what I want to have is a casket that jams up and I am catapulted out at the people in like a double clothesline. And I'm going to have some other wrestlers at the funeral and they're going to wrestle my dead body. Or a boat. So that guy's dead?
That guy is dead. That is one Jesus Diaz Bieto. And that is what he wanted to be last seen in, apparently.
It's not a bad outfit. I think it's just the last outfit he was. I think he was like burying me when I was wearing. You couldn't make him smile.
Yeah,
You know?
I wonder if he had an outfit picked out and his family was just like, we're not changing him.
Yeah. What kind of skates he got on? Because I mean, if you gotta put skates on. No?
Yeah, I like to think there's also roller skates at the bottom. He's not wearing. He was wearing really nice Jordans, and his brother was like, "I'll take those." And he always liked to skate.
Are these all dead people?
Yeah. This is
I don't
Miriam
want.
Burbank.
I gotta ask you, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I can't look at dead people right now.
Okay. Well, these are happy.
I know. I'm so high, and I'm getting so much closer to death in my real life that you don't realize that when you get young, that you're going to start actually worrying about death. I think all old people are just kind of like, I'm horrified to die, and it's coming any day now.
Oh, really?
You don't think?
I mean, it just depends. I'm not horrified about dying anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
I sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm not. What did you? Yeah, like sometimes it's like, yeah, man, death is good. It's part of life. It's all what it is. And then sometimes I go, it's coming tomorrow. It's maybe coming in 5 minutes. And
well, don't say that. That's no wonder you're so worried about it. You think it's about to happen.
yeah, I think I'm dying every moment of every day, good or bad. Like either I'm cool with it or I'm not. Death is always right there, talking to me, whispering in my ear.
Maybe this is why everyone said they're asleep.
Oh, you think? Yeah, that's probably why.
I'm just playing, Greg. It's okay.
All right. Well, I gotta be honest with you, Mike. We're working on a system here, which is you gotta. This is the system. I will take everything you say 5,000 times worse than you say it. So even the slightest rib will destroy me.
Well,
this is you've worked many jobs, and one of them is keeping me from losing the ability to, I'm super stoned is what I'm saying.
Oh, no problem. Well, those of you who left your email address in the comments, I sent you guys your invites right now, so just click on them. And we'll see you guys in a minute.
If I say get him a Pepsi, you know that means boot him.
Well, okay, you know I mean? now they know too.
Oh, right.
And I think they'll get the gist of it.
Get him a goddamn Pepsi. Get this son of a bitch a Pepsi.
This mother effer a Pepsi. Extra ice.
Did I ever tell you the time the guy said we had a real bad crowd at Mohegan Sun, and the bouncer was like, dude, if you need me to throw anybody, just say Helena or Helena. Tell me, please. Get it on it. Get us now. She left.
She turned off her camera.
I came in hot. I came in too strong.
No, she's still here. She just turned her camera off.
Of course she did, because we frightened her. Can we hear her?
We should. If she talks, we can.
Hey.
I'm on the Zoom.
You are. What's up?
You
just gotta tell me your first name, because I only know people by the very little pictures. I know. So you gotta tell me who you are, sir.
Oh, Matt here.
It's Matt. That's what you look like.
That's me.
I did not think that's what you look like. I thought you had like a big bicycle frame as a head. In my mind, I don't know why that is. Maybe not. Are you a biker?
Yeah, well, you know, the pedaling kind.
The pedaling kind.
Yeah, you know, like
I don't know what that means.
Like
these guys. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, Matt. So finally happy to meet you. Have we met? Let's that before. I'm an asshole. And
what'd you say?
I'm very self-conscious. So just everyone be very, very understanding that I'm very self-conscious in offending anyone.
You're doing
so
great.
I said, I know. Just keep me alive here, Michael, if you don't mind.
Yeah, we're good.
You need to straighten this out, Helena. Is it Helena or Helena? For the record, you say it now, we'll always know.
Oh, we can't hear you.
She didn't even try. She didn't even move her lips.
I didn't have my mic on. It's Helena.
Helena. That's what I, okay. Yes. That's what I always originally said. But then when I asked you, this is not a thing on you. You said, no, don't worry. And then I went, no, let me worry. Anyway, so now we got it. It's Helena, right?
Yeah, I told you could call me whatever you want.
I know, but I don't want to do that. Well, you call me whatever you want, but that'd be fun. Matt, thanks for man. All right, I'm gonna get it out. Right, is this Matt Myers?
Nope.
Who's Matt Myers?
I don't know.
That's another Matt who just got his. I just got his email right now. He'll be
I
coming.
got
in
very
a second.
scared, Matt Brooks, that you were. I got an email from this Matt Myers. I got very scared that you weren't the Matt I thought I was talking to.
No, I'm of the moves mountains kind.
This is great because you see people and all you see their screen names, and then their screen names become like their identities. Then you don't know, who people are. You know what I mean? It happens to me with names.
We'll all wear those one day. We'll all wear our Twitter handles.
We should. Where are you? Are you in a garage?
It'll be like the Seinfeld thing with the silver suit and the V stripe and the boots. We'll all just have our Twitter handles so everyone knows who everyone is.
This is what I love. Like Siren, Helena, it's like your name is those words. Also, guys, I forgot to mention this. Tonight, all the money we make, we're donating it to molesteddogs.com. They're not, you could go to molesteddogs.com and just donate what you can. It's not dogs, DOGS. It's my dogs they're puppies who are also like my best friends, and they've been molested and they need your help. Okay. They got to get their brains back together. So go to molesteddogs.com. That's with a K, KOM, kind of like corn, but it's com, but it's .com. Be calm. Donate to molesteddogs.com. Is that good? Are we going to the ad, Mike?
I think we're good at the ad. Just make sure you don't go to EDU. That is a scam site.
Yes. Molested Dogs EDU is known for scamming people. Welcome Reed into the... Also, this isn't a podcast. We're just kind of hanging. Why am I doing like it has to be good?
Well, I'm upside down now.
Reed,
Boy.
you rat bastard. I have a big question to ask you.
Oh, okay.
I'm coming in hot, all right? I'm just coming in hot.
I'm ready.
You said, Anthony, you opened up something, and Anthony had called you gay.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what you meant.
Do you have Spotify, Greg?
I do not.
Okay. They do a thing every year. They send you your most listened to shit, and they like play the songs in the background. And I put Anthony's album on one time and just left it on for hours.
Yeah.
And so the first thing that came up was in the middle of his bit about if you're afraid of getting a finger up your butt.
Oh, right. The one he stole
Gay.
from
So
me.
the first thing comes up is just he says, "You're gay," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Hi, Anthony."
Now, dude, I actually have because I use Google Play on my phone or whatever. When you hit, I don't know if you guys have this problem. If you hit like play on your headphones, it just plays iTunes, and the only album I have is Anthony's album. So every time I turn my things, I hit play. He's always like, "Hey," and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to hear this fucking idiot," because it is very similar to how you talk to him in real life. He just goes and he doesn't ever respond to what you're saying. He just goes on his own thing. But yeah, I kind of forgot what I was talking about right in the middle of that. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten this stoned.
No,
Is anybody-
Greg, we love how stoned you are.
Reed, why is your camera so good? You've got great lighting.
Oh, I don't know.
Audio's great.
I don't know.
Camera? What kind of camera are you working? There's this Matt Myers. This is
More
who
Matt.
I was afraid of because we got hello Matt Myers. Welcome to Other Matt is here. We got Reed in the mix. I saw your email. Thought it was the other Matt. Have we ever met before?
Oh.
I don't know if you can hear me.
I see what you say about the bicycle frame head.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's your name on because you're a biker. Don't you have a lot of biking pictures? Matt, am I losing my mind?
You can just switch between the mats. We'll just be interchangeable.
Oh, Brooks.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
bicycle.
Are you into heavy into biking?
Yeah,
I don't
Matt Moves Mountains is the pedaling bicyclist, and
I don't know if anything I'm saying is.
I'm not sure what Matt Myers is the one who has not talked to us yet, but he is.
He's
Yeah.
there.
He hasn't even tried.
I think the audio is broken. We were talking to him before, and he didn't respond. So I would imagine this is a classic Anthony move, where you talk and they don't respond, and you realize, oh, he didn't have his headphones on.
Oh,
the whole
boy.
time. Oh, we got Corey Versus.
Look at this guy.
Welcome,
Howdy.
buddy.
What's up, guys?
You guys know Patrick? We got Patrick in the mix. That's another guy I talk to a lot on Instagram. He's great. You know Patrick? I can't think of his screen name right now. Anyway.
Patrick has a big beard.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a cool guy, man. Oh wait, we got an Instagram message. Oh, I won't read any of this. Is a Zoomer or streamer? That's from Matt.
Oh, that was me. Yeah.
Was that a bus? We got a bus now?
Oh,
Sorry, that's my ride.
Are you guys pretending to have a ride? Are you pretending to get out of here?
No,
I gotta
I'm
pay.
actually driving a bus right now, Greg. I got to make a couple of stops.
Mike, where did you go?
Oh, I took my camera off so that there's more room for the fans.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
you're
and
on this
also,
thing.
I got these fares.
I know, man. Remember, I know I said it once, I said it 100 times. I started to do some ads. Get yourself over to molesteddogs.com and just give what you can. Okay, these dogs are being molested constantly, and people don't see, because when you go down the street, right, you see someone pet the dog and you go nice, right, but you look for a second. If you look for more than a second, sometimes people try to touch a little too close to the belly, and not all dogs like that, and those dogs are hurt. So
Not all,
Matt,
not all dogs
welcome.
like
Myers,
build up.
say again.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
We can hear you. Did you not hear us before?
No, I couldn't hear anything.
Oh boy, what are you working with? A tablet?
Just on my phone.
Nice. Matt, this Corey, Reed, and Matt, Helena, and someone left, and this will be a trick, because if they leave, I might forget that. Who did we lose?
Oh, it's
Mike?
me.
Where's
All
Mike
right.
now?
Oh, there you are, Michael. Nice. So has anyone like met? I know like we mostly know each other kind of weirdly online. Isn't that weird?
Super weird.
Right?
But it's also kind of the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, real quick, if you're not using headphones,
Pretty much all the people I talk to now.
it can cause a feedback loop. So we're hearing kind of a feedback thing right now on some people.
Is it me?
No, because you're wearing headphones. So you're doing great, Greg.
Matt
I'm
Myers,
probably-
you handsome devil. It might be you son of a bitch, in a great way. I'm usually pretty good at pointing out who it is. Because Anthony, again.
Sorry, it might have been me.
Might have been you?
I just put headphones on.
No, but you sound fucking great now.
Ooh, give us a tour of the house.
You want to see a tour?
No.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Well, we kind of see Matt or Myers. Mayers. Maybe it's Mayers. I think I'm saying
No,
it.
it's Myers.
Oh, good. So I got to figure out whose audio that is, or I'm gonna go crazy. Jack, welcome you rat bastard. So you guys want to do? You want to do prank phone calls?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, who can we call? I'm gonna call
Anthony.
Anthony or
Oh,
Brendan.
I can
Either one.
100% tell you how it's going to go when we call Anthony. Let's go. Let's just everyone get a guess what the
Voicemail.
first thing will say. 100%. First, I don't know who said that, but it nailed it. It will 1000%. I would say the bet isn't if he answers or not. The bet is if it goes immediately to voicemail, 1 ring or 5 rings. Place your bet.
Sure.
This is Brendan's bedtime.
Oh yeah, Brendan's in bed. Also,
He's
you're not
not-
allowed to talk to Anthony when he's. You're not allowed to talk to him when we don't schedule it. Yeah, he's gonna. Also, he's probably having sex. No, I don't want to disturb him. He's sleeping. He's gonna get mad at me. Anyway, so
2
is
rings
everybody-
is okay.
yeah, it was good. It's either 1 ring to silence or all the rings to voicemail, and he never listens to the voicemail. And back in high school, he full summer, every time you'd call him, it would go right to voicemail, and his voicemail was filled. So I didn't talk to him for 4 months. And he was in Hawaii. Like, he was just gone. No one knew if he was alive or dead. But what are you gonna do? Hey Jack, have we met? Do I know you? And like, have we ever met in like real life?
No, we haven't met. I don't
Or
like
on this.
post on the Patreon or anything.
Nice. Welcome. Do you know I don't know if you know these people.
What's up, Jack?
I just feel like we should all just know each other. This is
Yeah.
it,
Well, now we do.
right?
I know Helena.
Everybody knows
person?
Elena.
Nah, I mean, I've traded a lot of words with Helena online.
Right. Who do you think you're the closest with? Is that weird?
In life,
Sure, you tell me. I meant like other people. I would say it's pretty equal. Who messaged me just before? Oh, Corey Griffin. I haven't heard. He was great. I haven't seen him in a while.
how is he? He's never on After Dark anymore.
I know. I think I did something to upset him. That's not true. That probably I just made that up. But I talked to him today, and he was going through. He's a great guy, just the best. But you're very tall too. Matt G, welcome to the house.
Hey, how's it going?
Nice, good audio set up. Nice camera. All right, doing okay.
We have 3
Anthony,
mats.
check this out.
Nice.
Check this out. I'm
Awesome.
gonna just let him know. Ah, man, bad news, brother. You've been tricked. You've been tricked. You're on the live stream.
Oh, shit. Oh, I can always know if you're calling me that the cameras are rolling. Yeah, I'm just brushing my teeth.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, you're doing the live stream.
But the live stream got Reed and Corey and Jack, Matt Myers, Matt G, a lot of Matts. And Helena. But this thing's all Matts.
What if we can get 3 mats in a row?
And then Helena, and that's the crew.
We're gonna do like Hollywood Squares, but Matts. If you can get 3 Matts,
Then we win.
people like.
Then what happens? What happens if you get? How does the game work? Tell me.
Yeah, the game works. If we get it, then I guess we're extra happy for the rest of the night.
No.
The third layer of happiness. Can you guys hear him?
Rich and Matt.
Yes.
A little.
A little bit.
Kind of.
All right. Hey, Anthony, they can't hear you too good, so I'm gonna hang up. But you could just come on. But you're probably going to bed. I even saying that to you, I'm sure, is offensive. Yeah, I know you're going to bed. All right, I'll see you later. Bye. Sorry, that didn't work out too good.
He's like feeling getting further away from the.
Billy Bats, this guy has said a bunch of things that made me feel better about myself. That's how I rate all of you. How you have pulled me out of a spiral, because, man, that's happened.
That's a good rating system.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
hey, how? Which one of you messaged me at 4 a.m. when I was pacing for no reason, and I just apologized for no reason? That'll be a thing I'll do. Mike, how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing great.
I should have come prepared with hot topics to talk about at this party. You know what I mean? Like we get a rating system maybe of.
Dude, you wouldn't be Greg if you came with things prepared.
You know what, Matt? Billy Bat, let me tell you something, brother. Matt, it was a 70% chance of getting a match. You know?
That's the beauty of the show, man.
So yeah, people like you have a lot of white males as fans. No, we don't. We have a lot of fucking Matts. The goddamn thing's all Matts. So I was gonna say here, Mr. Bats, is that maybe you didn't watch my ADD interview where I was heavily prepared, so heavily prepared, that I wasn't paying attention to him. I was just reading questions that I was going to ask. Behind the scenes. And my Mandalorian, yeah, a lot of people don't watch these Mandalorian things because they think.
I watched that.
Do you? God bless you.
I saw that.
I make everybody watch so much things. I always have my information. I watch a bunch of. Also, I'm not the only one on this. Let me tell you guys something. All right, this is between us. I'm the only one on this goddamn podcast who fucking prepares anything. Anthony's in bed the whole time. Brendan is spinning around going crazy. You can't be like, hey, can you do this? Because he's the poor man. He's got a baby coming and hot brain all the time. So anyway, just understand that this is why when in a few months when I start pitching that I get 80% of the Patreon, I need all of your support. Look, their percentage is going to go to molesteddogs.com. Remember, that's what this is about. This is about getting those dogs off the streets and back on the streets. We just take them off the streets for a day. What were we talking about?
I don't think we're talking about anything.
80% of the Patreon.
80%. That's what we got to do. This is the secret gang of Gregs. That's what I'm going to call you guys from now on. I don't care. See, the secret gang of Greg. And now you all work for me. Okay. The plan is somebody take it tomorrow, and then 2 days later, everyone just tweet, hey, I hate to bring this up, but I think Greg should get 80% of the Patreon. Don't be mean about it. Like everyone's equally funny, but we just think Greg needs it a little more. Something we don't want to insult anybody because Brendan might think it's real. He'll get sad and be hurt. But what we need to show here is dominance through cash taken away from Brendan and Anthony because I don't know where I'm going with any of this. Don't do that. You can't do it. But you are still all the secret gang of Gregs. That doesn't matter. That is the thing that's the truth. This is what we will hold together forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that we're all, yes, Michael, for 500 points.
Oh no, I was gonna say the room can only hold 10 people. So there's other people who want to come in later. Just keep trying. Once you see someone leave, come back. Come and take their place.
Or I just give them my phone number, and I'll just do what Anthony does. Can we do that? Maybe I can open another screen.
No. It's a thing with StreamYard. Next time we'll do Zoom so we can have more people in the room.
So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna ask a question. No, this would be fucked up. And then we'll play, and whoever gets the closest to the answer gets to survive in Greg Island.
This is a good game.
We're going to be voting people off through. I'm going to ask a question about my life, and whoever gets but we all buzz in, and then we'll see if we get it right. Okay.
What's the buzz in?
Yeah,
Oh man, this guy knows how to play. You guys listen to the podcast or something. You have to name your favorite. What you would name a bat, because I like Billy Bats. So if you had a bat, you can't say Billy because we already got a Billy Bats. But if you had a pet bat, what would you name it? Okay, here comes the first question. What's going to happen is we're going to do this, and then someone's going to get kicked off, and all the people who are waiting are going to be gone, and everyone's going to be. This will do nothing. All right. What grade did I lose my virginity in?
That's Stein Battendorf.
Whoa. I heard Helena first. What grade?
Buzz, I would name my bat Greg, and you are 13, so I'm going to say 8th grade.
First of all, I don't know if I was 13, but I'm going to trust that you know that because that's stuff that fleets from my mind.
Right.
You
So
and
definitely
Brendan were the same age, and you said 13.
8th grade. Yes, which is this? Holy shit. I'm wearing my 8th grade shirt. Bloomfield Middle School. You can't tell that, but I had this since 8th grade. That's the trick about when you're in 8th grade. If you wear triple XL clothes, when you get fatter, you grow into it 40 years later.
Well, for life.
You get to survive one more day. So you can't answer the next question. You're out from answering. Let's do another one. Okay. What is Anthony's? The burp was for Anthony. As a salute. Middle name.
I know it.
Of course you do.
Also guessing.
Bat Butt Budinsky.
Bat Bupadinsky. Hit me.
Angelo.
Oh.
If that's not it, it should be.
Do you know?
Do I know? Does anyone know? You for the steal.
I know.
Helena, you can save him. You can save him if you get it right. If not, you're both out.
Well, I'm trying to help.
Rules, just make these rules as I go.
I just DM'd Corey and Matt Moves Mountains, but I guess they're not checking.
Well, yeah, it's because I'm not trying to cheat
I
in the
can't
middle
do
of a
too many
game.
things at once.
All right. Should I answer it?
Yeah.
Peter.
Oh! Matt, she
Wow.
saved your goddamn life. She saved your goddamn life.
Man, I thought that was some other inside joke I was missing. I saw Peter pop up, and I was like, I don't know who Peter is.
Oh, some kind of cheat system. I don't mind. You know me.
I really
Don't
dropped
be
the
bad.
ball on that one.
Yeah,
Angelo
to
is
it.
good enough. I will be honest, it could have been Angelo. It might have been. He looks like an Angelo. He sounds like an Angelo. Anthony Peter DeVito. Oh, this is a fun one. Let's do another one.
Let's get the last 4 of his social.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who knows his email address?
I know it.
Oh, wait a minute. You may have emailed him because he said it online. He said it so many fucking times. He's just giving out his email address. Helena, you can't answer this one. But you could save somebody if they get it wrong. It's like way too. It's like the inside joke is who knows Anthony's email address.
Well,
Also,
he definitely
you have
said
to
it on
give
an
out his
episode.
email address.
He does get it out a lot. I don't know if I should answer that question.
It's Devo for Tebow.
You nailed it. Who said that?
Me. And if I was going to name a
Corey,
bat,
what's
I
up?
would name it Angelica. I don't know.
Right. You almost
It's
lost
Devo
points.
for Tebow at gmail.com.
It is. We're recording this to put on the line, right? Is this right?
I've actively had to leave that out of recaps in the past before they were all deleted because I couldn't stop hassling people online.
Oh my god, dude! That I don't know. If, I'm gonna give the spots to someone waiting. Who's Slam Dog?
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Slam Dog. We lost you. God bless you. Who is Slam Dog?
Shout out Slam Dog.
See, this is what drives me crazy. Being what? Who hit me? What?
Did Reed just get kicked out?
Veed?
Reed Kelly.
Was that Reed? No, I think he said he was going to leave to give it up. Is that Slam Dog? Was Reed Slam Dog? Reed Dog? What's Reed's last name? Kelly.
Kelly.
I think 2 people
Slam
left
Dog.
right now.
Oh, okay. So, can anyone else want to come in? I wouldn't imagine there's more people waiting.
They were trying to get in, and as soon as people left, they stopped trying to come in. So.
I love this is the
That's
game
exactly
show.
what you said would happen.
Yeah, I love that this is the game show that people contestants just go, fuck this, I'm going home. You know?
I'll save you the trouble. I'll just leave.
Yeah. Do you imagine in the middle of Jeopardy, some guy went, you know what? I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with them. Fuck off, Alex.
I'm tired of answering with questions.
This is too hard.
Yeah. Look, I know this one, but fuck you.
There's another Matt who wants to join.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, come on. If it's another Matt, I'm going to lose my mind.
Matt.
Matt, Jimmy knows you look great. You look great. Wait, how many Matts are we at now? 1, 2, still 3. 4.
Yeah.
How many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't count, man. Jimmy, Matt, Jimmy Knowles. Wait, I know you as Jimmy Knowles, right? Oh, Matt, he changed it because he's amazing. That's what happened there. Welcome to the game, brother. Are you ready to prepare? Are you prepared to fight for your life?
I am. I got dressed.
That's awesome. All right, let me ask a question. Does anybody have a question? How about someone else has a question? I want to play.
Alan should ask the question because she knows all the answers.
But also,
Yeah.
like, we can play the game of just trying to, like, what grade did you lose? Matt G, what can we guess when you lost your virginity? And we will not do it offensively.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna say 11th grade, and I'm gonna say blonde. No.
You didn't name a bat either.
And I didn't name a bat. Yeah. Okay. I would of course name my bat Jimmy Shemansky, the old water cooler man. That's exactly who he was. And I would say I want to say 11th grade, not 11th grade.
Nope, wasn't.
But was she blonde or he blonde?
Nope.
Or are they blonde?
Wrong color too.
Damn. All right, I'm out. I'll see you guys.
That's fine.
Rules are rules. Let someone else in. I'm out. So how long has everyone been listening? Thanks for sticking around. We've been doing it a while. I do appreciate. Does anyone want to guess Matt G's virginity date? I'm gonna raise hand.
10th grade?
What'd you say?
I'm going to say 10th grade.
10th
You got, like, a
grade.
stoic
I'm flattered
confidence
that you guys have so much confidence in me.
Bro, you got so
Yeah.
much going on for you.
Yeah, no, it was freshman year of college.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh,
Grade.
that's about I would say it's about
few
normal.
months before me,
Yeah.
or after me.
14 months after would make you junior in high school. Billy,
Yeah,
right?
for me?
Yeah, junior in high school.
Oh wait, no, yeah, I was it was the summer after my senior year. My first real girlfriend.
Right.
Decided to do the classic, get a girlfriend 2 months before you go away to school, and then get chained down for 2 years in a long distance relationship.
Yeah, dude, that's a move. That's a
So,
move.
it was a bad.
But that's when you first.
hindsight,
But that's when, like, 12th grade is when you get like enough confidence to really start going for it.
Right.
So then you grab one and you're like, I got to hold on because you don't realize they're gonna just keep coming now for a few years.
Right. It hit right after high school.
Hell yeah, they are. High five.
Also, if anyone has, I don't know. I mean, I guess you all. I'm super stoned. If anyone has any questions, I feel so pretentious to say if anyone has questions. But like, if you're like, man, I think you were lying about that, I will answer any of those. I will do anything to get me talking, or to get you talking. I think everybody hates me. Anyway,
I
Matt,
still can't get my head around that Baby Yoda isn't Yoda.
Jesus Christ, man.
That is a lot. That's a lot for me to.
Jimmy, we're gonna get to you in a second, but I have to yell at Matt for about 10 minutes straight now. Yeah, man, Yoda died in Return of the Jedi, and then Mandalorian comes next. So this is a baby, and no one knows what this thing is. Well, we know now is Grogu, but his species, there's only ever been one noted before, which had like 0.2 seconds in the prequel. So no, it's not. Yes, I know it's hurting you, but it's not Yoda. It's Grogu, which I was very happy it was kind of close to my name. Greg 2 G's, Grogu 2 G's. I think there's
Yeah, I can make this work. My ego could let this work for sure.
Yeah, Gregu. Then Gregu. Gregu sounds more Italian than Greg. Gregu.
Well, what was Anthony calling him in the recap episode? He was calling him like Gogurt.
Yeah, he's being Rogue. Yeah, he was, and that's the thing. Like sometimes he knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah,
I don't think he did there.
It's a purposeful troll for sure. You can tell he's a precocious fella.
Billy, what do you do for a living?
Well, I did work for a newspaper until the COVID. Now I'm a professional weed smoker, video game player at the moment.
You're on my team.
My team too.
Nice. What game? We got a hookup going here.
Dude, I'm all over the place, man. I'm playing Deep Rock Galactic right now, and I'm waiting for Cyberpunk to come out.
Here's my question: is Cyberpunk going to be good? Because I thought because they had Keanu Reeves, they probably didn't have money for a budget, and it probably. Do we think this game will be good?
It's this company called CD Projekt Red. They're the same guys that made the Witcher game.
Right.
They're just known for just making super detailed, very very. They like a lot of love goes into it. So like if they're doing it, I got faith.
That's
for sure.
All the other reviews are really good too.
Yeah, they're the real deal. Yeah, for sure. So A-list celebrity cameo thing aside, like it's going to be solid. I think.
I mean,
it's a good time to have a job.
Oh
right. Yeah. It's a blessing and a curse, right?
Yep.
I mean, I like Keanu Reeves. I mean, I know that's like crazy, but it's like I'm just like, yeah, man, you put him in that. I'm the guy who will be like, fuck it, I'll play a Keanu Reeves game even if it sucks.
Right. Yeah.
Knowing it's gonna be good is kind of dope.
Yeah. No, I think it's gonna be great.
No, I'm good. Maybe I'll get. What do you got? 4 box.
I'm on both. Yeah, I got an Xbox and a PS4.
All right, man. I have to remember my PlayStation name. That should be a trivia question.
I remember watching you play Red Dead back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, so you're the guy. You're the one. You're the guy who was on that stream. That was very exciting for me.
Shadow cast when you were super big.
Yeah.
I gotta get back in the Twitch game.
Here's a good question, Greg, because we were talking about it earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a game you would want to see him, Brendan, and Anthony play together online?
Ooh.
Buzz,
answer. Say the name.
Bat Masterson.
Love it.
Yeah, it would be Toe Jam and Earl on Switch.
Man, God bless you. You bought me Toe Jam and Earl for my birthday. But here's the thing. It's not good. It's not a bad thing. He bought it for me when I was super fucking high. I mean, I guess that just happens at night. And then every time we've talked about it, I've also been high. I owe you. We're playing that this week.
Who else is out there? Who else is on Switch?
You don't want to play with me now?
It'll come. We can get all the Greg. I forget what we are already. Greg Army.
Gregs.
It's like
the secret order of the Gregs.
Secret order of
Greg gang.
Doesn't matter who your favorite is. What matters is you're here right now. I bet you, most of you were going, I'm sure Brendan and Anthony will be there. No, that was never going to happen. They are not part of my extracurricular. Yeah, fuck it.
Stream it when you guys play. Stream it on your Twitch, Greg.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I want to get back into that because that was really fun. Do you guys know Holden McNeely? He used to
just from the show, the app that he was on.
Oh yeah, he does a lot of twitching, and he used to be on this podcast. called Roundtable of Gentlemen, and it was, dude, the guy's so fucking funny. He's so fucking funny. I don't know where I was going with this, other than to tell you that he's funny.
I got to name his episode.
You're talking about streaming again on Twitch.
Yeah, he does Twitch. That's it. That was where that went. There's all that. There's all that went.
Well, he was
Jimmy,
he was a
you
good
have your hand
guest,
up.
man. You guys had good chemistry on Friday Night Greg, like one of the last episodes you guys did.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
That was a really good episode.
I just gotta stick with it. Dude, when COVID's over, I'm coming out swinging.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have to worry about health insurance after COVID. I'm gonna make some moves. Jimmy,
You're gonna pay?
I'm not gonna move. What do you say?
You're gonna pay for everyone?
I'm paying for dude. When I get some fucking money, we're all getting money. When I'm just gonna start sending people Venmos for who cares. I will be rich for 2 seconds because I'm giving it all. I'm giving it all to Mike Suarez.
Whoa!
Not all of it. Don't.
Well, the rest of it's going to the dogs.com.
Well, it's all 80% of it will go to molesteddogs.com. Remember, it's not just dogs. They were dogs. They were my friends. They were my dogs and their dogs. Jimmy Knowles,
Dogs.
hit me, brother. But emotionally,
Gus Dakota video.
will there ever be another Gus Dakota video? Yeah, probably, because he's me. Like other characters we do are fun, and you think of them. Gus Dakota is a person. This is going to sound crazy. That lives inside of me, and has slowly won over. Like he used to be 10%, and he became 50. And the Greg is 60% Gus Dakota, 40% Greg, because he was like the confident. This is so lame. I am high, but this is real.
The idealized self.
I don't know if I've ever talked about this. I apologize if I have. But so when I dressed as him, I went to this party, and I just put a fake mustache on, and I just was who I wanted to be. I was I did a funny voice and was whatever, but I was just talking to people, jamming, because I was doing this character, so you could do that. And I met a girl that night, and she became my girlfriend. And the more I started to pull, so this random thing that happened is I had to wear the mustache to the party, and then I was doing this dumb documentary called The Glorious Mustache Challenge, which was a documentary about men who just grew mustaches. And it was before that was big, so it was it was stupid. The whole thing was stupid. So I had the mustache. So literally, I think she just dated Gus Dakota, because after the documentary was over, I shaved it, and then we broke up. And then I was like, oh, I think I was being a little bit more of that personality. I can't explain. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I'm spiraling. But yeah, so it was you'll see another video, I guess, is the answer, because he just... But the voice in reality, I hate it because the voice also sounds a lot like Will Ferrell in my head. So it was so then I get mad at myself for ripping off Will Ferrell, even though I'm ripping off some of the other people anyway. Why do I care anymore? Yeah.
Well, I tell you what's not a ripoff. Donate to molesteddogs.com.
Hey, Mike's great. Do you guys Mike has really been, you guys don't know this, he's doing a really great job. Harumi was the best, but didn't know what he was doing. We should just pay him. Dude, I don't know if we've ever said this, but literally one of my favorite human beings, so funny, so great. But anytime we need anything, he'd be like, yeah, I got to Google how to do that. I had set the whole thing up, and we just paid him to hit a button that would switch cameras. And that was because that's all we needed someone to do. But then when things you needed to end up doing a lot more, he was just I could play piano. Sometimes our volume would be down because he didn't know really how to work the board. But we didn't ask him. He was just a comedian who I thought was funny. He is, and his Twitter gets it sounds so shitty. He gets 0 likes, but I love every tweet because I'm this is funny. I think this guy's fucking hilarious.
His tweets are super underrated.
They really are. I try to retweet them,
especially when you throw in his cartoons that he does.
Oh, his animations are so good.
Gay America. Gay America's the greatest thing of all time, man. I love that. I go and I track it down and retweet it like once every couple of months because it's so great.
What's Gay America? Can you pull it up?
Oh God, yeah. You got to go back. It's a year ago in Harumi's Twitter.
Don't worry.
It's the clip from the Gum episode is what it is. It's the Gum episode. I can't remember the number of the episode, but
are you talking about the Rad Dudecast or the Gum podcast?
It's the Gum. It was the Gum episode of the Rad Dudecast, and at the end of the little skit that he made a little animated short about, you go into singing Zero from Smashing Pumpkins. So exactly, it's the greatest thing in the world. Like you're like I think Brendan's an apple and Anthony's a thing of garlic, and you keep talking about gay America.
It's funny. I know what video you're talking about, and it's crazy because I listened to it and I go, man, the audio is so bad. Like the audio has been so bad for so long. There's so many episodes that I'm like, how did anyone listen to this? This is fucking like I swear to maybe I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong. But I swear to God, there were episodes in the beginning that were like, oh, you just can't hear Anthony for like the whole thing. Like
I listened to the early episodes a lot recently, and they're really not that bad. I mean, like
really,
I struggle a little bit like in the car. Like if I'm driving in the car, I blew the speakers out in my car, and that's probably doesn't help. But when I got headphones on, it's fine. Like I mean, yeah, every once in a while it sounds like not professional, but like the levels aren't off. Like you can still hear what's going on. It doesn't like hurt your ears to listen to or anything.
Can I say something that's fucking crazy? I'm sorry. I am sorry that I'm high. I'm sorry, guys.
I look like Duff from Ace of Cakes.
This is like a very I'm having like this weird beautiful moment right now because I wanted to be a comedian, and now I'm talking to like people. I'm like, oh, these are just guys, we're all hanging out, and then you're talking about the podcast, and it's like, holy shit, these people listen to a thing I made because I hate myself. You don't know this, but I hate myself. It's like this wild thing that's there, and it just goes. It's not crazy, but I'm like, so I appreciate it, man. I just appreciate everyone. I appreciate the mats. I'm sorry. I'm spiraling out of it. Like it's really nice to see. And I'm not trying to be. It's not like egotistical or anything. It's just like, you don't believe in yourself for so long, and then you look and you go. People go, whoa! Like I listened to the thing and I remember it, and I go, oh, so I'm not just screaming into a microphone for 6 years for nothing. Anyway, you get a lot
of on 8, isn't it? It's like 7.5, man.
Is it? I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how old I am.
It's 2013. I want to say it's like May, and Helena knows.
Yeah, I think
Helena knows everything.
Maybe May 6th.
Oh, jeez.
What an angel.
And I made you the little weird birthday thing with all the male strippers, the Chippendale dancers last year. So.
Man,
May 15th.
What other podcasts are you guys into aside from like comedy ones?
Real quick, actually found that video. I think is this the one?
I didn't. We don't have to. I can't.
Yes.
Watch. You gotta turn. I didn't know. You gotta turn this off. I can't watch us. I can't watch myself. What I thought.
Are you serious?
Yeah. What I thought was it was a Harumi video that he did on his own. Halfway through when you said I thought he. And then when you said the podcast, I was like, oh, that's great. That's why it hit me. I was like, oh, he's talking about my podcast. I got very excited. So that's why I was like, pull it up because I wanted to see a video Harumi did that maybe I missed. I don't want to watch myself.
The only video that's even close to that great, like on the internet, is the puppy dog bouncing in the box video. Everything else, I don't know.
You guys watch Tony Baker videos?
I don't know who Tony Baker is.
This guy's the best, man. Dude, you guys are about to get lit up with some great stuff. Tony Baker just does dog voiceovers, and like but all his characters, the dogs are characters that carry over. So like the cat is always Cordell, and the dog is always Rudy. And he's like, they took a dog that'll hit. Oh, can you look up Tony Baker, Michael Suarez?
Baker.
Dude, it's hit or miss because sometimes he does bad ones, but it makes me laugh. I don't know.
I don't know this one.
Is anyone waiting? Does anybody also? I feel like it's arrogant to ask if anybody has any questions, but I will. If anybody wants to talk about anything, we can get going. I don't mind hosting the party, but I will talk about anything.
I got a question for you actually, and I might actually maybe hop off here. Is there anybody looking to queue up in the camera spot?
I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I can
get out here. Also, if anyone wants to leave, you can just leave. I won't be offended. You could just go.
Hey man,
I want to hear this question.
This space the whole time.
But I just realized everyone is probably sitting here going, I'm not gonna be the first one to leave. And it's like, yeah, no, I don't really care. You can leave whenever
I
you
got
guys
I got a hard out at midnight. I have to provide excellent customer service tomorrow morning. So
Oh, that's great. Oh, yes. David Simmons, I think, might be coming in. Billy, hit me, dog.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Well, here's the Tony Baker video.
Billy, do you have 2 seconds? Oh, yeah. This is a class. I didn't see this one.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Don't you touch me right now. Don't you touch me right now. I'm a get myself. I put myself on the you just
Look, I don't know. It's too laggy for me. But guys, on your own time, check out Tony Baker. You'll get some laughs. Tony Baker comedy. Damn, Rudy. He always does. Damn. It's really fun. Damn, Rudy. Why are y'all doing that? Billy, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Hit me, dog.
Oh, good, man.
Hit me with the cue.
I'm just curious. Are you still writing poetry? The Wet Boys poem is one of the most beautiful pieces of art I've ever heard. Do you still write poetry?
Yeah, I do. Do you want to hear one?
I would
sure
love
I have.
to hear a poem.
This is so dumb. This is like, I just do. I think you guys have seen it, but if you have or whatever, but I do them for myself, and I always just laugh, and then I go, I don't know why. That's what I gotta ask you guys. If you feel free, but like I'm like my Instagram, it's all just random bullshit. And I'm like, that can't. I don't know. Is that not good? Maybe I should ask Mike. Hang on, let me look this. Poetry notes. Would say she's happy, but she's also. I don't even know what this is. I'm just gonna read whatever this is. Whatever this is. No, that's a definition. That's a definition. Sometimes I put definitions in here. I don't know what this is. Maybe I've read it, maybe I haven't, but I'll give you this little piece. It says, riding on the W, back from a bomb. I said my piece, but no one got it. Got too high and I lied. Got my head down for the rest of the ride. I don't remember what that was. Oh, those coming from Eastville. These are also not. I mean, you get it. I'm not a poet, but I just find it ridiculous.
You mean that's not the final product?
Yeah, people who write it's like, I love poet. Sure, you write poetry. Good for you. But I'm not a poet. But I think the idea of someone who, anyway, you get it. Good morning, darkness and self-doubt. Oh, I hope this wasn't a serious one, because sometimes I'll write serious ones. I'll try, and then I get embarrassed. Like I'll write goofy ones, and I'll go, no, I'm gonna write a real one, and then I just delete it because I'm like, if I die and someone finds my phone and real poetry, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, that's worse than like a hard drive full of porn or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have
your soul out somewhere in a little book. Ooh.
Dude, if I die, please don't grab my phone. Grab the notes section and just please don't type in raps, because that's a real file that I have done. But yeah, man, I like to get high and just write goofy things. You gotta. It's fun. It's fun to not even being high, but just like go to those places that like you like. I draw a bunch. I'm not an artist, but it's fun to just draw. And then like I used to be afraid of drawing. I was like, why would you be afraid of drawing? I don't know. Mike, do you have a question? I just when I'm running out of things to say, I get nervous and I.
Oh no, but there are a couple people who are still trying to get in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here I'll hop out here. Make some
hey,
space.
Billy, thank you so much for coming, buddy. I hope that this was fun.
Yeah, this is cool, man. This is really cool.
Okay.
Nice chatting with you guys.
Later, Billy.
And yeah,
I'm gonna hop out too.
Is this? Oh, see, was that Matt G?
And there it is, Mass Exodus.
All right.
Matt,
Oh
Matt's
yeah.
Exodus.
Matt's Exodus.
Thank you, Matt. There is. Thank you so much for coming, Matt. I also gonna just state again, no pressure. If anybody feels like, don't feel like you're gonna hurt my feelings, it will not. You will not hurt my feelings. You go when you want to go. I just.
I'm kind of the opposite. Like if I'm at a house, like people would be going to bed before I realize I should leave.
You don't ever leave, Matt. I will talk to you till the sun comes up tonight. This is going to be the meeting we've been wanting. This is going to happen. I'll talk to you.
It's like
funny.
I lack that social cue, I think.
With me, there is none. You just whatever.
Attaboy.
Yeah, sometimes like people will message me and then they'll be like, "Oh man, sorry, I'm taking up your time." And I'm like, "You didn't realize I wrote 6 paragraphs to you without a response?" Like, I will like, yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I don't think people understand the amount of energy I have to keep talking, and that 90% of my friends in the real world are burned out from listening to me. And so whoa, Joe List, what did he just say? He texted me. Whoa.
That's crazy.
And
Joe
he
List
said,
pop in?
I'm obsessed with him. Oh, I'm gonna say, hey Joe, want to come on this live stream?
He's gonna say no.
I'm on this live. I'll tell him. All right, I'll do it sweetly. Like, I'm on a live stream. I don't know why I just self-doubted this. Want to come on?
There's a square for you.
What do you come on my face? Come on my face.
On his back,
Or
on your back.
On it. So Sam Harris follows List, and I was like, that's amazing.
It's pretty big.
It's like one of my, I guess my top 3 people if I could meet or like hang out with, jam with, would be Sam Harris, Conan O'Brien,
Grogu,
of course. Oh, I would love to just talk with Dave Filoni from the Clone Wars, just about Star Wars, and tell him how he's. And then I would love to meet Rian Johnson so I can spit in his face after ruining, after just molesting what I love. And then I'm like, let's see what he says. He's gonna say no anyway. Yeah, he didn't molest dogs. We should change to molestedStarWarsMovies.com. That's very serious. Okay, I love you. Good night. Sorry that I am texting, but I thought maybe it would be fun for you guys to talk to Joe, because you guys do Tuesday.
We should be able to carry this.
Yeah,
except there's not 9 of us anymore. I guess I'm also high.
Are you? Oh,
he's always high.
Really?
That's Friday Night Greg.
Wait. Say that again, because I heard none of it.
It's Friday Night Greg. In 3 minutes, it's Friday Night Greg.
I'll count it. This counts. I'm
going to say I was on Friday Night Greg.
Oh, this goes for everybody. If you ever need a credit, you just say you're on the Rad Podcast. If you ever need a job application, a referral, you give them my email. I'll call them. Whatever you need, you definitely Friday Night Greg. You produced Matt. Going forward, you just tell people you produced Friday Night Greg. You're a producer, director, writer, whatever the fuck you want. Just write it. I'll sign it.
Hell yeah! My next resume is Matt Brook as seen on.
Yeah, dude. If you want to pay for it, you can get yourself a hoodie that says Friday Night Greg, executive producer. I can't because I'm too high to remember that. It's open for everybody. What do you say?
I'm a Friday Night Greg background that I can use on Zoom. I was hoping that we'd use Zoom, but no, you can't use a virtual background on this thing. I was all excited. I was like trying to think what I was going to use for my background, and I was thinking I'd use like a picture of you as a woman or something like that. But then I don't know.
Next time we do this, we'll be on Zoom so we can get more people in as well.
Oh, sure.
Matt, when you did that picture of me fatter and fatter,
Corey. It was Corey.
No, I know, but he changed his name to Matt.
Oh, look at that! Oh, nice move. That power move right there.
Yeah, well, I just figured, might as well be part of it. Oh God, it's Gio.
Giovanni.
Hey, congratulations, bud. Nice Christmas tree. Congrats on getting married. Congrats on the weight loss as well. Although I'm not sure if it's socially correct to do that. But how are you, bud?
You can't say that now. Oh, no, it's fine. We're in family. This is family. No, but hey, thanks, guys. Thank you for the well wishes, and again, Helena, for the beautiful gift that you sent us.
Of course, she sent a beautiful gift.
Yes,
this woman is wild.
No, I really appreciate it. She already cooked a ton of stuff on that.
Fun fact about Gio: no one knows this. Motherfucker is like 9 feet tall.
That's from Mexican,
Wait, what?
Especially
I thought you said that's because I'm Mexican, and I was like, is that Mexico? But what I don't know if this is like, what do you guys talk about? I don't know. Greg talked about everyone's height. Dude, what are you like? You're like, how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
But that's like 7 feet in Mexico.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just.
Dude, you ever get yourself next to a 6'4" person? It's a lot. A lot of human being right there.
There was even a post on the After Dark about everybody's height, and Graham and some other guys like, yeah, I'm like 6'9". It's like, oh, all right.
I'll tell you this, man. If you think we're not doing a height off with Round 2 fans,
I think Graham's gonna win. I think he's 6'7".
Yeah,
6'7".
I forget the number.
Big fan.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh.
God, Matt answered everything.
I know the fans' heights also, not only the Rad dudes.
Who's taller, me or Brendan? Does anyone know? Oh yeah, why would
you?
I am tall. I know.
Brendan's like 5'7", isn't he?
I know.
No.
That was really just me
He'll tell
fishing
you
for
he's
some tall
5'10".
compliments.
You are tall, Greg. You tower over me.
Aren't you like
Y'all heard that?
5'1"?
Y'all heard that?
So what?
Y'all mad tall. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look up a place that can make us some hoodies. We're all getting Friday Night Greg executive producer hoodies. And you walk around, and it would be.
I do that.
Yeah, totally.
Midnight, it's all pro.
I have a thing that makes shirts.
Oh.
Can you do an EP credit for yourself?
I'm going all in. I'm getting all the credits I can tonight.
I want to be the key grip.
The key grip.
It's so great.
That's me, man.
Dude, everyone wears these like whenever you're like at the cellar or something, everyone always wears their like half hour special hoodie. So I wanted to make myself the Charles Barkley comedy barbecue and just put like half hour, like the Charles Barkley comedy barbecue half hour special, like something crazy. So when they're all wearing their shirts, I'm like, oh, you never did the Charles Barkley comedy hour barbecue? It's a barbecue / comedy. They don't do a lot of comedians. We shot the pilot.
Oh, the barbecue.
Woof woof! It's the barbecue. Hey, how's the married life, Gio?
Hey, it's going good, man. You know, went the honeymoon last week, and that was pretty fun. To the mountains, Gatlinburg. Yep.
Hell yeah! Oh my God, it's Peter.
What the hell?
Oh my God, Peter, how you doing, brother?
I'm living the dream.
In here.
Hey, there's Anthony's middle name.
That's right.
What's up?
I knew it was another guy.
Natural born D, or did you change that for fun and
It's
excitement?
natural. That's Scandinavian. My father gave it to me.
Where are you from, Peter? For 5
I'm a
points.
Kansas boy.
Are you there now?
Yeah, right here.
I love Kansas.
Are you
No.
really from Kansas?
I've never been to Kansas.
Oh wait, we've done this before. Yeah, I'm also from Kansas. That's the reason I asked.
Corey, are you in Kansas?
No, I'm in North Carolina.
Yeah, that's right.
With Gio.
Oh, nice. Have you guys met in real life? Are you
Now,
fossils?
he's in Charlotte, and I'm outside of Greensboro. So we're like a couple hours, like hour and a half away from each other.
Yep.
And
But
also
I'd never
one
leave my
where-
house.
Jack, where are you from, dude?
I'm from Chicago.
Oh, nice. I love Chicago. I've been there a few times. No follow-up question, Your Honor.
Where are you from, Greg?
I ran completely out of things to say. I'm from Bloomfield, New
Peter's
Jersey.
gone.
Peter left.
Yeah, he turned his stuff off.
Peter's back. I'm from Jersey.
I
I
was
live
being
in Queens.
polite, not showing you my house.
Oh, I get that. You don't want to show your house. My wife doesn't let me put her on Instagram ever. It's real.
She's made it on before, Greg.
I know. She doesn't
snuck
know.
on.
There's a couple like pictures too, like that are online that she's not that private, but she's like, it's like, don't show me. I'm like,
Just
all
doesn't
right.
want to be associated with it.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
That's
Just thinking the other
not-
she's kind of right though. Like I was thinking the other day, like I always wanted to be a teacher. Like I was like, oh, I would love to just be a teacher at some point. I can't be a teacher now because I did a podcast. Like because like it's like going to prison. It's not like going to prison, but it's like it's lesser than going to prison, but it's similar in the way that I can't be a teacher now. I wonder what else I
It's
can't
like the
do.
new forearm tattoo.
Sweet hat. It really is the new bro. That's exactly what it is. You can get a job now with a forearm tattoo, but not really with a
You
podcast.
can get teacher tattooed on your forearm at this point.
Yeah, and they'll be like, "Do you want the job?"
They're like,
Says it
you're
on your
obviously
arm.
the guy.
Man, Peter,
when I was in college, I took a podcasting class. I think you could teach that.
Would they let me?
Totally, yeah. They're liberal.
They
What
took
the
a
podcasting class?
Oh, that is ridiculous. Because I wouldn't know. All the students would be like, "Why are you touching that, Mr. Coraluzzo?" That is not. They would be like, "You don't know how to use." He's got the volume all the way up. Why is he?
Hold on.
Goddamn wires. There's Bluetooth now. Do you do a podcast, Jack?
No, I don't do a podcast. I just like them.
Oh, did you do well in the class?
Yeah, it was easy as shit.
Was it about how to do a podcast or how to listen to them?
Sounds defensive.
No, how to listen to podcasts was a different class. How to do a podcast was like super easy. They just make you record your own like 7-minute audio clip and give you an A.
Jesus, I mean, it's like it's not that hard. You just have to like to get one going is not that hard. Did they teach you anything about how to, dude? What I really am looking for here is any hints on how to do a podcast. Would be like any kind of knowledge you could give me. I'd really like what it was a whole semester.
Yeah, it was like 11 weeks on how to do a podcast.
What did they teach you? Anything that you remember?
I remember having to write a paper about like why I liked a couple podcasts and like what I liked about them.
Why would it be a class? People are getting paid for that. Why?
Oh yeah.
Would you get an A?
Yeah, I got an A. I think everyone did.
It's funny. You get an A, then you're like, yo, I could do a podcast. It's like, no, man, it sucks. Not your podcast, Jack. Everybody's podcast here would be great. It's not hard to do comedy. Yeah, it is.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
It's hard to make
So many bad
money
podcasts
doing comedy. Why are the so don't without saying names? Why are the bad podcasts bad? Does that make sense? Like, do you listen when you're like, this is bad? Like, what are you like? You know, because I guess we're both. I don't know. Anybody?
I kind of got this. I listen to podcasts of people that are kind of like me.
Yeah, I understand that.
So it's not that like there's others that are good. I know they're good podcasts, but I'm like, these aren't my people.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
I would say people fart sniffers, like people who are obsessed with themselves.
Yeah. And then when they tell you their experiences, if they're a more aggressive person or something like that, it's like, oh, well, I can't relate to that. I wouldn't have punched that guy in the face and called him an ass.
Yeah.
More like this. His brain's crazy, and he said he farted or something. Yeah.
So
or the ones where they complain about being in first class.
Exactly.
Oh, the first class. Someone's sitting next to me. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm more like the Greg screaming at a random person and threatening to fight them, but not actually fighting them.
Oh yeah. That's exactly who I am.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Mike. Let me ask you this: we need to start promoting. See, this is what we learned here. This is why the Greg group works. We need to start promoting to sensitive people. How do we do? How does the Instagram sensitive, smart, and nerd? This is what we usually get. I swear to God, it's crazy. Through all the we've had like there's like people who come in and out of the podcast. It's so many scientists, and we had a big push of like jocks for a little bit from Freed, but a lot of them like left. But then the weird ones stayed, which was like we'd get these military guys who were just like, I don't know what they're weird. They were weird because we're weird, and I'd be like, you stuck around. That's crazy. But then you'd get people. Remember like that dude at the show who screamed at me. I don't know if you guys were around for that. Marco.
Yes.
Marco, there was this
they had
guy,
to
Marco.
haul him out. We've heard the story about it.
Yeah, that was wild.
Oh no, yeah, it was the live episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had to kick him out. Oh, this is what I was gonna tell you in the very beginning of the thing, Mike. We were talking about get the guy a Pepsi. Yeah, that's how you throw somebody out of a comedy show. You say, "Can you get that table of Pepsi?" I was at Mohegan Sun, and the bouncer goes, "Hey, the crowd's rowdy. If you need me to throw anybody out, just tell me. Just say, let him get a Pepsi." I said, "I'm not saying that." And he goes, "Well, what are you going to say?" And I said, "You'll know." And lady and husband gets up in the show or something. Someone gets up, starts screaming, and my move, I just looked at him and I said, "Seize him!" Which I was like, why are we not doing this? You need to do seize him. Seize him, guards! Seize him! And then they came in and they carried him out. And I've done it in a few shows, and then no one laughs. I mean, like, I thought it would be like way bigger response because I think that's hilarious. You guys laugh. Like, you guys get it. Like, I don't know. They didn't get it. Right? Seize him? That's amazing. Lol, Jimmy came from J Train. But Jimmy, Jimmy, I bet you're a little weird. Because the weird one stayed. Wait, was that Jimmy Knoll? That is the loudest bag of chips any human being.
Those chips are a bag of Werthers. What was that?
It's Werthers. I'm trolling.
I don't know how that didn't even make any sense how loud that was. You were not close enough for it to be that loud. That was a million explosions.
It's like the bag says in a banner on the top, 30% louder.
I knew it was Werther's by the color and the sound.
She made fun of me because of this earlier, but that's a big one.
It's candy for old people.
I love Werther's. I can't believe, Mike, when you said Werther's, I thought that was some kind of joke. But that was just insane sniper accuracy.
Hello, snack fan. Guy's a snack fan.
Wow. Have you seen that Reese's has rolled out an entire new product line? Have you seen this? No one?
Sorry, I was just celebrating that you said
what?
Reese says.
It's Reese's.
Reese's.
I'm just trying to get Matt mad.
Yeah.
Because of course it
belongs to Reese.
Belongs to Reese. I hope Reese never shows up. He's an old Mitch Hedberg joke. I can't remember it. It's old.
And Helena's name is Siren.
Siren. Helena. Lost it again.
I've got one. We each have it right. I've got the first rate. You got the last rate.
It's not.
It's Helena.
Helena. Fun fact, and this is what I always tell you, because we had this talk, as I said, because Helena is I have a kind of niece named Helena, but Helena. How do you say it?
That's Montana.
Third option.
Matt, what'd you say?
That's the third option. You got Helena.
Helena, that's the proper way, is the My Chemical Romance song.
Yep.
And that song, the guitar was written about my very close friend Jamia. My friend Jamia, who I grew up with. Frank is the guitar player from My Chemical Romance. He was like a good friend of mine. I don't know if I ever tell anybody that. But
I was on the episode where you lied to Brendan, and that was a truth that was behind it.
Right. So actually, fun fact, and I've told this story, but this thing right here, this is like a Jim Lee drawing that I got from going to their wedding. Jamia was like my best friend, and then she married the guitar player, and he wrote the guitar for Helena. Man, I'm just showing that it's not going to happen.
That's a good album, man.
And that's how I remember your name from now on.
Yeah, I got it.
It's a great album. They were great. They were nice guys too. Could have given me a PlayStation or something. That would have been nice. But Jamia, she used to do this shit because I'd be so broke as a comedian, and we would hang out, and Jamia we would sit down at dinner, and I'd go for my wallet, and she would just go, "Come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?"
You don't have to do that.
My husband has got gold records. You can put your wallet away, dummy. I go, well, I got to reach. She was like, "What are we doing here?" Hilarious. She was one of the greatest human beings in history. I don't know if I told you this story before, but Frank one day goes, when I was, I wanted to be on Conan, and he goes, I'm very close with the booker of Conan. He was like, get me a tape. I will do everything I can to get you on that show. And I said, no, man, I want to do it on my own. That was 15 years ago. So should have taken that chance. If anyone ever says to you, hey, let me give you the easy road. Let me tell you what they're doing. Take the fucking easy road. Does it fucking, because none of that shit's, everyone else is doing it. Yeah, dude, everyone else is taking the easy road. That's why they're famous and rich, because they take those opportunities. You take your backbone and throw it in the garbage. No one.
You really know those guys? I'm rewinding back to My Chemical Romance.
What do you say?
I'm just rewinding back to MCR, which is you actually know those guys.
Yeah.
Everybody in New Jersey knows everybody in the kind of like emo punk scene.
Yeah, because the Wolf, my brother, My Chemical Romance opened up for the Banner like a bunch of times.
What?
Yeah, and
Hey,
then
check it out.
What?
Well, they
His
were,
shirt.
They were not like tough guys. They
Banner,
were kinda,
baby.
The Banner. Oh hell yeah, dude!
I could see Joey punching them or something.
No, they were all. Joey is a defender and a protector. He doesn't. He's not outright, but he'll protect. And then those guys were sweet. There was a story. This guy, I'm standing outside of a show in Jersey, and My Chemical Romance had put out their first album, which was Six Sweet Cheers for Six.
No,
There's one before that.
It was, I Brought You My Bullets.
Yes, that's the album that was out.
Draw Me Your Love. Yep.
Yes, that was the first album. This second album was coming out. It was their first album on Island Records. I believe it was Island or something like that. And the guy who owned Eyeball Records, that's where their first album came out. And he goes, I listened to the new album. It's fucking bullshit. These guys are going to bomb. This sucks. Like, it's like they're leaving my record label. Their first shit was great. This new stuff, they're going to flop.
Well,
my brother, what's up? My brother goes, he looks at me, and the guy Alex, who's a great guy, he walked away. My brother looks at me and goes, My Chemical Romance is about to be famous. And that was the album they fucking blew up on. But the old record label guy was like, not gonna happen for these guys. Like, it was so, I had never seen such a blatant you are absolutely wrong in my life. But anyway,
first album was good, but the audio wasn't. It was like, because his voice is so pitchy. Like it peaked up the mics a little bit every once in a while.
Yeah, it's a little lo-fi on the first. The second's tight though.
Lo-fi, I like that.
Yeah,
a lo-fi.
Right? It sounds like it came from wherever I am right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You are about to expand on the Reese's product line.
Oh, right.
Going
we pay you the big buck tonight. Yeah, I had this. They do like a Reese's candy bar now, where they put Reese's Pieces in the candy bar.
It's awesome,
dude. They're doing they put 6 new candies out. That's why you got to spread it out. They always tell me that about my tweets. They're like, don't upload multiple videos in one day. Do one video a day. Reese's was like, fuck you, and they put out like 5 new candies. Mike, can you pull that up? Do you see what candies they came out with?
Mm-hmm. You got to get the one you're talking about. You got to get it in the mega, like the single cup, the big cup.
Oh,
and all of the ones that come in the big cup, the white chocolate one comes with it, and it's got the one with the candies inside of it. All of those, man.
Dude, that's something else. What I'm talking about is a straight bar. It's called like a Bubblicious. It's called like a Babylicious, Radicalicious. What's it called, Mycicle?
I haven't been in a grocery store for a while.
Oh,
so it's like
not the Nutrageous,
the Reese's version.
It's not Nutrageous, but it's something like, Ludacris, the bar. Like,
I can't fucking believe it. The candy.
Is that what it's called?
No.
Or are you yelling?
Reese's Outrageous.
Outrageous.
How about that?
Not to be confused with their old Fast Break candy bar,
which is also very good.
That was the one that had the pretzels inside of it.
Yeah, you can pretzel anytime.
Hey,
it's like we're all on the podcast, and Mike is pulling up stuff for us.
What he went down.
Chocolate and peanut butter, man. That's what's up.
It really is. It really is what's up. I gotta show you this. She's gonna yell at me if I go. It's past 10 o'clock. Not allowed to eat after 10. That's the move. Actually, kind of.
You need one of these.
I like that. Yeah, but I'm not
That's the real deal.
I've decided that after I get out of COVID, I'm gonna win over the comedy world with my good looks. What is this?
This was their peanut butter square bar, which was ridiculous and gross.
I love just the different shape makes it gross. Right?
It's weird how they have different shapes that taste different. It's like
I've never had that one.
The trees, eggs, and pumpkins taste better than the regular peanut butter cups.
Oh, I completely agree.
The 100%. Eggs are the best. I love the eggs.
But I mean, the trees, the eggs, and the eggs, and the pumpkins. They're all the same. They're all amazing.
You keep saying trees. I've never seen a tree in my life. What do you guys
Christmas tree.
You gotta get the trees. I bet the trees are out now.
I have seen it.
Yeah, now's the time.
What are our thoughts? What is everyone's thoughts as a group, as the Greg's group, and you did decide on Rice Krispie treats in general? At first, we'll start at general. I know I sound like a teacher.
Like a homemade,
Love it, right?
Packaged, all of them. Doesn't matter. Peanut butter kind, bring them on.
Yeah, I think they're all good. Fresh is the best. Right.
I like when people make them out of Fruity Pebbles. You ever had those?
Those are the trees. Real quick,
trees look great.
Stay away from the bells. The bells are bullshit.
Really?
Not
Or
with
just
you.
being funny.
Yeah. Well, they dry out really easy.
Yeah, they're just dry and terrible.
Is that serious? Really?
Yeah. They're not great.
Bells are bullshit, he says.
I trust Mike. I trust Mike on that. Oh man.
I'm going all the way back to Jim Lee.
Hit me.
Jim Lee. So I grew up like 30, 40 minutes from you guys. Did you guys go to the Wizard store in the Nanuet Mall?
First of all, no. I'm in the Nanuet Mall. I'm in the Nanuet Mall so much. I'm in the Palisades Nanuet Mall for Levity Live now so much, and I am so upset to find out there was a Wizard store in there.
Well, it was like across the street. Right across the street from
No, I've been there. Yes, it's still there, and I go there consistently. Yes, you're talking about, it's called Geek Whiz or Whiz something, Whiz. They may have changed the name.
Maybe it changed. It used to be Wizard because there used to be a magazine, Wizard, that had like the values of all the comics.
They sued them.
And that store was like their place, but all the artists would go. That's where Jim Lee was there, and like Todd McFarlane, all those guys were there signing. I figured you guys were probably there.
Yes,
but
I go to Levity Live a lot, and when I go there, I'll stop there, and because it's right across, and I'll always buy some figs there. I'll pick up some figs when I have a bad set. But
I think I was there pre-figs.
Yeah, that's Wizard time. It was pre-figs.
Are you saying figs?
G.I. Joe's.
What, are you saying figs?
Figures, short for figurinos.
You don't hear? Okay.
Short for figurino. But fig, yeah, like an Italian fig. Or like an Italian guy will have a fig tree.
Sorry, I swear to God, I used to have a fig tree in my backyard, and all I was picturing is shit. Keep going.
No, I 1,000% of mine. Let me tell you this: when you start saying figs, 99% of the time, someone goes, "Is this guy talking about the fruit?" 99% of the time.
So I'm that asshole. I'm sorry.
You're not that asshole.
Don't care for him.
Yeah. Figs. Fig Newton, though. I'll say this is a home run. I love Fig Newton. Regular fig. What are we doing here?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I was sitting next to a guy at work. I said, he's this old man. He's eating them. I said, what are you eating? He said, I'm eating figs. And I said, well, those look disgusting. He said, you want to try one? I was like, yeah. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life. It was like a chewy, gelatinous. It was like an oversized prune and a friggin'
A statement. A fig at work is a statement. That you're saying, I don't know what that statement is, but
He was
you're
a crazy-
saying something.
So he's a crazy old man, and those of you who don't know, I worked in an Apple store until recently, and now I work at home for Apple. But the guy is this crazy old man named Tom, and he's worked for Apple for years and years, and he wears like the turtleneck almost like Steve Jobs and walks around, and he talks like this, and I say, hey, what are you eating? I'm having figs. And he was a secret smoker. He'd smoke out back of the building, and I'd say, were you smoking? He'd say, no, I wasn't smoking. Anyway, he's like my favorite character of all time, Tom.
I eat figs.
Yeah, but he just have a sack of figs.
That's a wild move.
You don't want to go to the computer after it'd be all sticky.
You ever see this guy?
Big sack.
What
I
happens?
think you buy a sack of figs. That's
Buying a snack.
Hit
me.
I have a feeling that he may have he may have gathered the figs himself. I'm not
Of
sure.
course. Let me tell you this. No one's buying figs. He can easily grow a fig tree.
The guy lives
Gio
in
will have
Nashville
one.
now and like makes his own. He makes his own furniture. He's a weirdo, man. He's a weird old man.
I love it. Out of discarded fig shells. I don't know what figs come in. So.
I don't. Do they have shells, Gio? Or is it just,
No shells on a fig.
Soft, but yeah, I guess when you look at them, they kind of. I mean, I haven't seen one in a long time because that's what I used to. But yeah, they don't look good.
Dude, I had a little fig in a salad once, and it wasn't the worst.
Well, it's like also it's not like a lot of things. Well, I mean, I don't know what you put in your mouth, but I mean, I don't know. It's like it is soft, like somebody was saying. It's like it is.
Yeah, figs.
Yeah,
it looks like I should go see a doctor if my butthole looked like that.
Yeah, seriously.
If that's big enough, I'd fuck one. I'll fuck a fig. Easy in, easy out.
A lot of color going on there.
Put it on the card. Seize him.
Seize
Seize him. Hey guys, can we make seize him our new catchphrase? Like we just go, hell yeah, dude, seize him. Seize him.
Seize that butthole.
Seize that butthole.
You can have that shirt up tomorrow.
Seize him. Corey, did I ever tell you I worked at the Apple store?
Yeah, man. You were the same role as me, man. You were back of house, weren't you?
I did back of house for a while. I started as a concierge, and then I was a phone guy, a phone fixer, and then went to back of house because that was the best part. Did I
My
ever?
wife was concierge, and then I was the ICS for like 11 years, and then
I was an ICS. That's what it was for a little bit.
I was hey, you make decent money ICS in the city.
Hell yeah, dude.
I mean, I guess then you have to pay bills in the city, so then it's not really that great.
You don't gotta pay bills, man.
Yeah.
You just talking about
Just don't pay them.
You just don't pay them. You just don't have a lot of them. That's the move. Just don't get a lot of bills. I got no credit cards.
You were talking about buying that computer for Kita on the podcast this week, and I was getting pissed off because I thought you bought a Mac, and I was like, bro, I already told you I'd let you use my discount if you want. All you got, I can do like 25 a year. I can only do 15%, but if anybody wants, just holler at me and I can set you up.
Man,
you just buy a gift card, and then you can do it that way. I don't have to have your credit card number.
Change your name, Corey.
Corey, I might
don't care. These are my people.
No, I'm saying he's getting confused by your display.
I know Corey's name, and everyone knows that. There's no denying.
I'm going to
that.
change it.
It is, but I literally did just go, hey, Matt. I went, what are you doing? It's Corey, but it's a great gag. Did I ever, can I tell you this? Stop me if you heard it. And this is, I think, what's weird. It's like to repeat stories that people have maybe heard or on a podcast before. Did I ever tell you when I met Steve Jobs?
No.
I remember that.
Okay. I don't know if met him is the right word, but I'm at the Fifth Avenue Apple store. This is the day the iPad was coming out. Everyone is like, if Steve's here, you don't talk to him. You don't approach him. You don't look at him. You just fucking, get out of the way.
Yeah, he's
a
prick.
Yeah. So I don't know. Fifth Avenue is like they have like it's like a big store that everyone's like, he would go there, the Cube, right? So anyway, I'm sitting down, and I look around, and I just look up, and Steve Jobs is standing right in front of me, and the iPad was not out yet, but I just looked at him and I went, "The iPad, huh? I mean, what are we talking about here?" That's what I said to Steve Jobs. I went, the iPad. What are we talking about here, man? And then I noticed next to Steve Jobs is my boss, the head of the store, all of the manager. Like he was surrounded by everyone everyone that worked for me. I was new, so only one manager knew who I was. And I don't think they realized I worked there. But I went, "What are we talking about, huh?" And he just turned around and left. And then my manager's girl Alex comes up to me. She goes, "Please don't ever talk to Steve Jobs again." That was it.
I almost ran him over when I got my badge, and this later turned into the white power sign. So now I can't use it anymore. But it was like 10 years ago. So I had to reach out to HR, and I was like, "Hey, dude, I need you guys to take down my employee picture." And they're like, "Well, we can't take it down, but you can block it." And I was like, "Great." So the only way to get it retaken and badged is to go back out to Cupertino again to get it done. I was just like, "God damn it!" So.
Wait,
so yeah,
this is white power? Is that what you're doing?
It's like what Stephen Miller does.
Brother. Who's Stephen Miller?
He's a little evil little prick. Is who he is.
Don't get him started.
Yeah, don't get me started. That's why the Rad Dude Caps is gone.
What? Oh,
just in general.
Stephen Miller came after you?
Topics that make me crazy.
Oh, I hear you, dog. Politics?
Yeah. Yes, correct. I've been doing better.
Well, good for you. I like to jam. We don't have to jam on policy. We could do a policy jam.
No.
Policies. Hey, let's do a live stream. We're all going to talk policies. Everyone bring a policy.
I think the best game you can play is what you do is you get everybody real good and agitated, and then have them tell Matt whatever they're agitated about, and Matt moves mountains, and then have him reply, and he'll give you some weird hippie response to every single thing you say.
I'm dodging them all. I'm bobbing.
He refuses to take a side. He will not take a side.
It's the safe move. It's a good move. I wanted to thank you, Matt, but I also don't want to. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I'm trying to find out if I'm allowed to talk about this thing. Anyway, let me just make sure. Oh, I got a message.
Is it from Joe List?
Oh, yes, I can. So, can I tell them, Matt, what you did for me? This amazing thing you did?
Yeah, I'm under wraps over here, but that's the Greg show. What is the Greg show?
DeVito and I don't tell anyone anyway. Is this? Who can see this, Michael?
You told me. Well, a lot of people right now, but
all right. Anyway, Matt made a program for me that's going to change the world. I can't talk about it now because we're live, but if you guys message me, I'll tell you. I can just say it. We Anthony and I are doing a show. We sold a show for a streaming service.
Ooh.
But no, take it all down. It's one episode we're allowed to do. That's all they're saying we can do, and it's on a streaming service that no one has ever heard of. It's called Topic. I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Oh boy,
I should have insulted the streaming service.
That's right. We'll promote it now. Everybody download it.
It sounds cool.
Hey, just get this like insane spike one night, like 15 people download Topic.
Brian and Greg is brought to you by.
How did we get 13?
Let's throw brought to you by Topic on all those hooded sweatshirts, Matt.
10 people.
The Matt hit me up. He was like, dude, you gotta get in that garment business. You charge people a little, not much. You make yourself a little profit. You know what I mean? It'll be like, no, I'm just kidding.
Garment here, garment there. I wear a lot of hats now. I don't make hats though. You guys make hats.
No, we made 20 hats, and I forgot to make 21, so I never got one. Wait, is that E backwards?
That was so fast.
Yeah, that was fast.
So
anyway.
Those are up now,
you
Greg.
just design them up.
You can't do this, Mike. You can't create a shirt that happened between 6 people and then be like, it's up now, buy it. As if it's like you're at a party where you just like, hey, I'm charging for appetizers.
It's there. It's up there now.
All right, but remind me on the next episode to bring up the seize him. I'll have to run this bit back. Everyone pretend like you didn't hear it so that we can say it on, so that other people can hear it, and then it'll be a part of history. History.
It's a performance.
It's a performo. It's a perform. Gio, this is the same lady I met, right? That wonderful woman I met in DC?
Yes, sir. Man, that was a fun night. You know what? I was just telling my now wife about when that night of the show, Mike Casiglione, he was sitting next to him. Yeah, and I remember, I want to say it was that episode or one of those episodes right after one of the Rad Dudecast episodes. You said, hey, that was awesome seeing Reed there. That was awesome. And then Reed was like, well, thanks, Greg, for for a shout out for seeing me in a show I was not at.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Gio. Thanks for that time I embarrassed myself. And then you said, hey, let's remind him of the time he called Mike Castiglione Reed. Okay?
I'm so sorry.
No, it's great.
That was connected to a happy memory. I feel horrible now.
No, that's funny. Remember that time you were like, you grabbed that kid and he was like, I don't want to go in there, and you were like, you pushed him anyway. That was funny when you pushed that kid in that room. And then I don't know what story I made up there. But yeah. Thanks, Gio.
But I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry, man. It's all good, man. It's funny.
Well, that happened to have happened around that time, but it was a lovely evening. that we spend the night together. It was a lovely evening with you.
Hey, do you guys know about this Tubin guy? Some guy named Tubin.
Jeffrey Tubin. He showed his dick on
I
a
just found
Zoom
out
call,
about this.
didn't
He masturbated. He thought he was like in a break, and he started masturbating, and then they fired him.
I didn't know he was master. I just know that my wife told me that he showed his dick on Zoom. That was all I knew.
So what I think I heard, because this is all third hand, was that like they were on a big meeting, and then everyone took a break, and he thought his camera was off, and he just thought he would rub one out. And then I say the person who didn't shut off the camera is the one who should get fired. If they left it on for 2 seconds, because you have that power. Because what he did there was they noticed the camera in the bathroom was on, and no one shut it off. I think it's not his. Man, I don't think you should get fired for that. What do you?
Tubin was a big deal. Like that's not just some schlub. Like he's like a big deal to
really.
Yeah, I mean he's like a big name at CNN. Like, so he lost his job.
I get it, but like, look, if you're doing it on purpose, lose the job. But there was that teacher who, like pooped, and they fired her too. Like she thought her camera was like off, and it was on, and then she just shit on a Zoom class, and they fired her too. But it's like, look, these are new times. These kind of things we have to be like, look, I get it. Don't do that. But that's an accident. That's not an offense. You know what I mean? If you're doing it on purpose, right, that's weird. And you should, maybe fire the guy who shows his dick at work. Totally.
Maybe it wasn't
probably that
poop.
guy.
Maybe it was all the swearing she did during the poop.
She's just fucking shit. You ever screaming
You should
shit?
get
at the same time?
one. Right?
Get one. What?
One like we're like
you should get one.
A mulligan.
I would say Biden's America. Biden should come out and he should say, "Listen, in Biden's America, everyone gets one. Everyone gets one. You get one
Zoom boom.
One Zoom boom, baby. You get one Zoom boom, and that's it. We get a card, and when you have to, you punch it, and then we'll know. We punch it, and that's it. It's your Zoom boom.
Well, maybe
What
they
else?
fired her,
learn your lesson,
and then they rehired her, but like now she has a mustache.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you get one, and also you get one mustache. We give you this is your mistakes bag, and it is a punch card for your Zoom boom, and the second is a mustache that you can put on when you have to get fired and show up the next day. That's fine. That's totally cool.
Seems fair and just.
Who was anyone here fired for anything crazy or anything? Fired? Anyone been fired?
I killed some plants at my first job. We used to have to take them out and water them.
Mm-hmm.
And I every night you took the plants out and you'd water them in the cold, and you'd hang them from the little thing outside and let the water drop off them. And then when they were dry and stopped dripping, you'd bring them back in and hang the plants back up. And I took them outside after I asked a manager and watered them, and it was freezing cold outside, and they all died. And I brought them inside, and I mean these were just like common house plants. It's probably like $100 worth of plants in hindsight. But I remember I came in, I was like 15, man. Like my dad dropped me off at work, and they're like, "You're fired. You killed the plants." And I was like, "Well, ask the manager." And they're like, "How would you feel if you were standing outside in the cold, naked, and somebody hosed you down with water?" And I looked at them and I was like, "You're talking about fucking plants." Yeah, they were assholes, but whatever, man.
Plants don't have emotions, man. You should have said that.
It's like, I mean, seriously, she was very upset. She was like, those plants apparently, and I mean, I'm talking just like literally the house plant that everybody has, the one that just creeps out the side of the, it was like
the green guy.
Yeah, the green guy.
I guess most of them. The green guy, green son of a bitch. Oh, this is what I said before, Corey, to you. When you showed me those pictures, you made those like fat pictures.
Yeah.
Like that affected me. Like I saw it and I was like, this could be where you're headed. Like you need to get your life.
It's a weird obsession because you could just keep taking it and then put it back through the filter and then take it out. And then put it back through and then take it out. And then you can switch it to girl and then back to guy and then back to girl, then back to guy and then make it bigger and then make it smaller and make it bigger. And it just completely like contorts and turns into like a completely different person. It's insane. So yeah, there was like 12 hours where I just did that straight. And then that was kind of the end of it.
No, I get it. But I'm like, I don't know if anyone else has had that reaction where they've seen that different version of themselves and really was like, no, this is like going to a psychic who is like, this is your doom. and it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
but did you
no.
look back and did you see how skinny you looked in the first one after it was all over? Because that was what I did. I was like,
I never
damn,
looked
like I'm fat. Like I've been home during
You're
COVID,
not bad,
just,
actually.
like
You look great.
sitting on an ass, and I'm getting tits, But yeah, I looked at those pictures and I was like, I don't look bad, I look okay, My wife doesn't want to hug me because it hurts her back, but hey, that's okay. Because the arch.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, because of you, Corey, what I did. Please don't tell anyone this, people. This is a secret between us. I created a burner. I created a burner Instagram.
You feel
last
alive.
night. But because I was like, maybe I gotta get somebody. But what I used was the picture I used was what was Michael Scott's girlfriend's name in the office?
Jan.
Not Jan.
Oh,
the Holly.
Holly.
So it's a picture of Holly that I face apped into a guy.
Nice. It's fun, right?
Yeah. Derek. His name is Derek Richardson. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with Derek Richards.
You should just hype up everything that you ever post. Just be like, this guy's so awesome, man.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, you use it to self-promote.
Man, now all you guys know about Derek Richards.
I don't know about anything.
Well,
we can all create our own burners and do the same thing.
I got burners. I got Comedy Boob. That's my other one. Did I ever tell you that plan? What Comedy Boob was? Comedy Boob was I was going to follow a bunch of titty accounts, repost all these titty accounts, and then when I got 1 million followers from the titties, I was going to swap it all out with my comedy.
Yes, I remember you talked about that on the podcast. Actually,
Well, it didn't work. Now it's just all naked women, and every time I turn that thing on, I got so horny I got to throw my phone. So yeah, I can't even go into the Comedy Boob account.
It backfired.
It did. It's too goddamn horny in there. I said, "This is, you go out, you click it, it's so steamy. You're like, oh, the room gets steamy." I don't know, man. What are you gonna freaking? What were we? Oh man, it's so fun. I always act like I'm. Never mind.
So
I'm actually
that right
this.
there.
Yeah,
that right there is one of my big social anxieties is worrying when someone's going to ask, "What were we just talking about?"
Oh, right.
I'm like 0 for 1 million of getting the answer right on that.
Let me tell you my rule, Matt. And this rule is for if anyone ever talks to me, you never have to remember my name. You can ask me 1 million times. I'll always tell you my name's Greg. 2, you never have to remember anything about my life or a story or anything we were talking about 2 seconds ago. If you just go, "Hey man, I was in Tahiti just now. I was just fucking at the beach." I'll go, "Of course, friend. You're welcome back." We all need to be we all need to be safe places for each other. No hostility in normal conversation. Let me tell you what this asshole did to me. I'm sorry to do 2 in a row. This upset me.
This is your show.
This is not my show. This is us hanging out.
Anthony.
I see on the podcast. It's like I got a lot of. Yeah, I don't mind taking over because I'm going to cremate with hilarity. But with this is a hang. I can't be talking the whole time. This is us all hanging. Now I sound like a list. Who sounds like Norman? Who sounds like Seinfeld? I love those guys. That was a cheap rip. Where was I going? Oh, don't remember. It's gone.
Yeah.
See, I don't even remember. How can I hold that about?
Fitting.
Yeah.
You're about to tell us about a guy.
A guy.
Derek Richards. I was still on that.
Did he ask you what you were just talking about? It was your rules about social anxiety?
Dude.
It's all right. It's all good.
The dude. Yes, the dude.
There it is.
He wanted me to read his script for him. I said, "Yeah, man, let me read it." Right. So I started reading it. And then I saw him in a coffee shop. And he's a good friend of mine. I was so mad he did this. Really upset me that he did this. He goes, "Hey, did you read my script?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did." And he was like, "Tell me about it." And like, I was not in the mindset to do that because it was like, this is something very sensitive. Like someone sends you a script, you could destroy them. Why? Just by saying the slightest thing. And then he just called me out and he was like, "You didn't read it." And I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to say something wrong and then hurt his feelings. So then I just had to sit there and take it and just be like, he was just like, yeah, you told me you lied. You didn't read it. And I did read it, but I was too afraid to react. And I was like, we should never be putting each other in those circumstances.
Wow.
Like, what's my name? Why would someone do that to you? Hey, do you remember my name? Fuck you. Let me tell you this. Going forward, team. Yeah. If someone ever says to you some shit like that, like, what's my name? Legally, you should punch him you should be allowed to punch him in the face. Right? That's what I think. Jack, how tall are you?
How tall?
Yeah, I just want to get you in the mix real quick.
I'm 5'10".
Hell yeah, dude. I like it. I'm 5'11". I'm
Yeah.
6. I'm 5'11/6. I can roll with anybody 5'10" easy. It's a good height.
That's good.
That's not
I'm
being
glad.
sarcastic. I'm just saying that's a great height. And I am genuine about that.
I
do love a 5'10" human being.
I have a twin brother, and he's 6'1".
6'1"?
Well, that's not fair.
Twin brother?
Actually, now that I think about it, it's 5'11". Actually, it's closer to 5'11".
Gio, what are you doing with this camera, buddy?
Should do
He's using his brother's camera.
Do an Anthony and Gio podcast. Just have them both on.
I get you're 6'4", but stop putting it in our face. I'm taller than the camera move.
Giovanni keeps getting in trouble.
Yeah, it's fun.
Damn it. Yeah, terrible.
Oh man.
I hope I don't lose my square, but I gotta get my charger. My battery's dropping like it's falling out the bottom here.
Don't. All right, yeah.
I
Do
need
the best
power.
you
I'm
can.
toast.
Do what you gotta do, Matt. And I would love for you not to die. Phone or human, like a human.
I was going to sit in a rocking chair.
He's a good guy. I mean, that's what, man. It's like weird that like I think Rad Dudecast fans should all hang out because I swear to God, everyone I meet all over the country is the fucking same. They're all like really, really like not the same. Like everyone's really nice and like kind of nerdy and cool. We should just be a gang that all hang out together. I'm just the loudest one. That's the thing. Like
you're the leader.
That's my role. Is I'm the loudest guy, and then we got to get someone who does paperwork. We got to figure out who the paperwork guy is.
I'll do the paperwork.
Yeah, get a paralegal.
We should all have yeah, we should get a paralegal. But it's weird because that's not like it's like this is gonna sound, and this is a high thought. It's not that's you said the leader, and that's like funny. That's nice that you would say that, but that is not the reality. The reality is we are all like a group of similar-minded people who have different roles, whatever those roles are. Man, that's stupid. But I swear to God, it's something in my mind.
I like
you know what I mean?
Rad Dudecast fans are the best. I'm a part of a lot of fandoms, and this one is the best one. It has the best fans and the best hosts, of course.
You had to say it.
Oh, what do other people do on live things? Should I be doing something?
I don't go to other live things really. I mean, we go to that's like this and Panic Attack.
Yeah,
that's it. Good guys. Those are great guys.
Yeah,
I'm so happy you guys found your ways over there. Steve is wonderful.
You were talking before about Tuesdays, and I found Tuesdays because of R.A. Shafir's Skeptic Tank, and then I found you because you were on Tuesdays.
Yeah, me too.
And that's what got me. And that's what got me into Rad Dudecast. And then a couple years ago, Panic Attacking just randomly followed me on Twitter, and that was how I found him. Probably because I followed you, and that was like where it came from. So it was just like this like crazy like. But it was like I don't even listen to Skeptic Tank anymore. Like I don't like because like I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
No, I think it's like not it's better or whatever taste, but it's like you find that refined taste or like podcasts are so fucking specific to your personality that you can get.
If you guys wanted to do like 30 minutes of like pre-show talk before the podcast, it's awesome. Like because it's hilarious. It's the podcast. But it's like some of these guys, they do these like, we're talking about earlier, like what we do and don't like about podcasts. It's like, if I have to like literally actually skip 30 minutes of the podcast to get into, and then there's another hour after that, like what's the point? So
I mean, our whole hot podcast is
but you guys just talk shit the whole time. Dude, that No Joke one, I listened to the rest of that this morning. That's like one of the funniest things I've heard in a really fucking long time, man. Like I was laughing so hard. I was like driving down the road because I had to go to the pharmacy this morning. I was cracking up. I was like, I'm gonna crash into the freaking side of this car.
Dude, that was such a dumb. No, it was like dumb. That was such a trick right? Because I was like,
awesome idea.
I was like, you just go like, if you say no jokes every time anything's funny, everyone has to react, and it's like it's impossible to not even be funny. I mean, to not be attempting to be funny. I was like, I bet you this will work. But it was such a cheap trick.
Well, I was thinking about like,
no, it was so
how
smart.
many different concepts do you have to have for so many different episodes, right? Like, how do you keep coming up with ideas? And it's like, this is, you're 7.5 years in, and this is what you're still coming up. Like, that's awesome. Like, you think you'd be out of ideas by now. And that is an innovative idea to just say like, fuck it, don't be funny. Try not to be funny, and see what happens when Anthony tries not to be funny. It's like it's impossible.
Yeah.
Got a fucking grin on his face the entire time he's talking all day, every day.
Always
So
got a
everything
grin.
he does is funny. Yeah. So
You guys get how great he is as a person, right?
absolutely.
Oh yeah, he's the best.
He it's like wild how,
And he's also just like in his own world too, which makes it even that much better.
he is totally like meatwad. We always talk sometimes like we go like, I think the Rad Dude Cast is. I sometimes compare us to Aqua Teen Hunger Force, where it's like Brendan is definitely Frylock,
You're Shake.
Anthony is definitely Meatlock, and I'm like, do I get to be Shake? That's so great because of course it just has to be like it's. I don't know. I used to live with this guy James Mattern. You guys probably James
Mad Dog. Well, not
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Right. He would always do casting, and he was always like, the casting had to work. So like he would be like, well, if you're BA and that's Face, well then I guess I'm Hannibal. I guess I've always been a leader. I've always seen myself as a leader. And you're like, that's not how it works. Like I had to pull him aside. He was like, who would I be? He goes, who would I be? And I go, James, there's no other human being on earth like you. Like there's no one ever like him. Another amazingly sweet guy.
The Anthony Meatwad is huge because it's like you look this way and you look back and he's just sleeping. It's just like he's like blah 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 blah. And you look back and you like, what the hell?
He's still just talking in the wind, like, yeah, buy that gun. You're like, what's wrong with buy that gun?
I like the little spree of episodes where he was just talking about throwing everything into the river. Anytime anybody had anything that they wanted, he was like, "I'll just throw it into the river."
I know I've probably talked about it on the podcast, but it's like such a crazy thing to say that when we moved to New York, I came to New York to be a comedian with negative $1,000. I had zero money. He said, "All right, dude, I'll just cover the security deposit," and I didn't pay. We moved to New York in 2008. Michelle World, when we did the break, I don't know what year that was, maybe 17 or 18 or 16 or 17. Anyway, that's when I paid him back. So it was well over 10 years because he was like, you give me the money when you have so much money that it doesn't, not like so much money, but he was like, if it don't work to pay me off. If you can just give me the $1,000 or whatever. And so like I would continually give him like $50, $100, $5. And then like the 2 days later, I'd be like, hey man, I need $100. And then he'd like give it, and it would just creep its way back up to 1,000. And then when we got the break, it was like our first paycheck, and I paid him back. I was gonna give it to him in coins in a suitcase, but then I was like, well, yeah, that's a funny thing to do, and it would be great. But this son of a bitch saved my life. I might as well not be a dick about it. Yeah.
Did you guys write jokes for Michelle Wolf when she did the correspondence dinner? Because didn't you guys go to that?
Yeah, we wrote for that, so I get like a credit. I have
one. That's insane. Like, I mean, seriously, that's going to be in history books. Like, it's like a huge deal. Like that was like literally it like changed like what the correspondence dinner is going to be like for the rest of like time. So that's pretty cool.
I mean, I thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And that
it's a
means
big deal.
It matters. You know what matters to me? molesteddogs.com. So make sure you go over to that website.
You got
and you know what sucks? I think it's like because right now I'm kind of on, right? We're having a great time, but I'm still like, I still got to make these guys laugh. You know, I got to be whatever. My friend Chris and Mike, we did like a Zoom talk, like a hang, and I couldn't turn it off because I had the microphone on, I had the camera, and I was like, hey, what do you guys think about Ben Shapiro's comments? And they're like, what are you talking about? So I almost set a timer to be like, I'm just not going to talk for 30 seconds no matter what. And when there's silence, that's okay because it's not a podcast. There can be silence among friends. And like, I ended up having to turn the camera off. But Taco and Mike are, I don't know if has anyone Has Mike ever made an appearance? Or
He was on
Yeah.
Patreon, Dr. Mike.
Both
Dr.
of them have been.
Yes.
Wasn't there an episode they were both on at the same time?
Taco
Or
was
that-
on the
were they
live
different?
show.
Taco was on what?
On the live show, the live Rad Dude cast.
Taco was on another show though too, like a little bit after that. I want to say, don't play this game with me. I know what I'm talking about. I know you're sitting there
I
second
know.
guess. I'm not talking to you, Greg.
Yeah, you know.
She's questioning what I'm trying to remember.
Well, Taco did a Instagram live with Greg. Maybe that's what you're thinking of.
Nope.
Oh, I did do that.
I remember he had a turtleneck on and he was in his office. Was that during the live episode? Am I crazy?
Gio actually met Taco. I don't know if you remember, but when we were in DC, that's what's always funny. Yeah, that's what's always like kind of funny is that like we'll talk about Taco all the time, but he comes to anytime we go to shows in DC, he's always there. So like, there's just a bunch of Rad Dude Cast fans who are like, I don't listen to the podcast anymore, but I'm still friends with Taco. Just like he's become the part of their life. Like Taco. Do you guys know Ben Kissel? I don't know if that's like a name. Ben Kissel does this last podcast on the left or last. Is that
I
it?
know.
Mike?
I know of that.
So I don't know what he's up to, but he was like a guy we did comedy with for a long time, and then everyone kind of finds their own thing. He might be like a right wing or libertarian. I don't know what he's up to, but anyway, we did. We were in DC, and then I just see. I look over, and Taco and Ben Kissel are screaming about politics for like 5 hours. He talked to Ben longer than I did. It was like I don't know, but all right. I feel bad. I'll let you guys go. You don't have
I'm
to.
gonna check out. Thanks for this stream, guys.
Jack, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you for coming. Is this also is anyone bored? You guys can leave. If I won't want you to be offended.
I'm not bored, but I am getting tired.
Just hanging.
Tired. Oh, you can also just say you're tired. Because I feel like I should end this so you got to put you out of your misery, to put everyone out of their misery, and I can do that. But also, I could also not do that. Mike,
I'd have left by now if I wasn't having a good time. I was supposed to, I told myself I'd be out here an hour ago, so obviously it's going well. And I'm talking more than I generally do. I usually get real anxious on these things, but whatever.
Really?
Having a good time. Yeah.
Mike,
I'm a weird dude. Like I'm outgoing, but I don't like to have people looking at me, but I don't feel like my face is red the whole time I'm talking in here. It's nice.
That's a huge compliment for me.
Yeah, you guys all keep me calm. It's nice.
I always forget that's why maybe people aren't talking, is maybe you're on a goddamn almost on a podcast, I guess, you know.
Yeah, it makes you nervous. I mean, like we do this shit with work, you know what I mean? And like I don't like talking to people who I'm like in charge of at work, you know, like on it. Some about it being you're looking at and you talked about this, Greg, and I'm the same way. I just stare at myself the entire time I'm talking. I don't look at you guys. I'm just looking at me. Then I'm like, are they looking at me? Is he looking at me? Who's looking at me? I feel like, can they see that my hairline dips in right there? Do you see that? What is that? Should I shave that? I feel like I should shave that, but then it just keeps getting further and further, and then it starts growing back if I don't shave. And anyway,
Man, Mike, are you okay, Mike? I have to check on. You're good. Okay,
Mike looks tired.
When Mike wants to sleep, I can go to sleep. Mike knows that. Are you okay, Mike?
I'm good.
You tell me if you weren't okay.
Mike, where are you? Are you in New York or are you in Texas?
I'm in Texas right now.
Oh, so he's an hour behind us.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's got 5 more hours left in him. Yeah. No, it's wild because I don't know. Like, my wife had to take a test today. She had to do like a presentation for this, for like she's in a class to get her master's, and she was like nervous for the presentation. And I was just like, do a bit, open with a bit. And she was like, I'm not doing bits. And I'm like, give me your presentation and I will punch it up. And she was like, this lady will yell at me if I try to make it funny. But like, sorry. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
You don't understand. Like you just weren't born with that, like that anxiety that comes with like public speaking. Like it's just like not in you. So like you can't even like empathize because like you're just like you're so like into having people looking at you that like it doesn't make you nervous.
No, Corey, we need to talk about this for a second. You bring up a very important thing, I believe. I was unbelievably shy for most of life, but this is a thing I truly believe. And I don't know if I read this or I made it up, but it's real. The anxiety you get before you go on stage, the physical thing that happens to your body, and I've said this a billion times, is the same thing it's the same thing I have for excitement. So the anxiety you have is the same energy I have, but right as it's about to come out, it's how your brain interprets it. So
it's like fight or flight.
You just tell your brain, I'm not nervous, I'm excited, and you will then be excited. But then it's honing that excitement. It's a weird thing, but it happens when I first started doing stand-up, because I would notice before I would do shows, I'd be like, I fucking can't wait to get on stage. I can't wait to get on stage. But then if it was like an audition, I'd be like, I don't want to fucking get on that fucking stage. And then I realized, but it was the same thing. So I just started telling myself before auditions, I would go, you're not nervous, you're excited. And it kind of made the auditions more fun, because it was like, oh, this could be bullshit, but I swear to God, this is real. I swear it's real.
It definitely is. I do the same thing, or I try to anyhow.
Yeah.
Because before anxiety was like a thing, that like I have anxiety, I'm an anxious person. It used to be like, I'm anxious for Christmas, I'm anxious for the weekend, or whatever it is. It meant like excited.
Yes.
So it's kind of the same thing, but you hit a point where you're like, oh boy, I'm going off the rails over here.
Yeah.
Or you can kind of try to, I don't know, make yourself realize that, like, oh, maybe I'm actually excited about it.
It's still the dopamine drip that you're getting. So it's like, you can get addicted to it. You get addicted to that dopamine drip. And I think that's how stand-ups, that's why some people are paralyzed to do comedy, and some people, it's a drug, because it's that last second how you interpret that dopamine drip you're getting. The dope drip, bro. We're all drip heads, man. You know it. We're all fucking.
I think
I smoke in my square.
Of course.
I think, speaking of that, I think that was kind of my thing. Is I was like 14 when I started smoking pot, and smoked pot for 20 years straight. Never really grew into an adult who was confident, who didn't have that like underlying anxiety aside, like along with having like smoking shitty Midwestern weed. And just like, so, you know, like I'm sitting at my house and just like, I need cigarettes, and I'm going to want to go to the grocery store. I don't want to go to the gas station. I have to talk to that guy. He always looks at me real weird, you know? And so like the idea of like being able to stand in front of people and have them look at me, I mean, like a public speaking class is like the scariest thing in the world to me. I had an interview for a permanent position to be, you know, at home and working here instead of going into an Apple store, which you can imagine this is like 1,000 times better. And I mean, it was fucking terrifying. It was like the scariest thing I've ever done. It's just because I had that same job at Apple for 11 years. I hadn't interviewed with anybody. I don't go in front of people, nothing. So when I see somebody else who can go up in front of a group of people and not ramble and stay on track, and like the story is about you getting pissed off and like yelling at people for not getting your jokes and stuff like that. Like my brain doesn't do that, man. Unless I was drinking, you know what I mean? And then I'm sober. So what the hell? You didn't do anything.
Your brain doesn't do it because you don't have the practice, right?
Yeah.
I used to tell people this. I always tell new comics this, and they always get mad at me. They're like, "I want to get better," and I go, "Don't worry about doing open mics. Do karaoke every single night." Yeah. Because you'll just be working on stage presence. You're just working on stage. You don't have to worry about material. It's not even about being funny. It's about rocking and fucking rolling. And just do karaoke. And then when the karaoke, and I did, so I don't know if I've ever said this, but told you guys this, or if you know this story, but I started doing comedy in 2001 after September 11th. Rest in peace, our soldiers. And then sorry, that's after 9/11 I did comedy, and then bombed real bad and stopped doing it for like a year or two, but I still had that itch, so I was just going up and down New Jersey doing straight edge person, doing karaoke every single night, addicted.
Some
Monday,
nutty sober guy coming in every night singing karaoke to a bunch of drunk
He's got
people.
notes. Look at him. He's got a little book.
Dude, I have a set list. I would go in a lot of times as Gus Dakota, because DeVito and I would show up as Gus Dakota and Suntune, and we would win these karaoke contests. But it was all because I was addicted to the fucking getting on stage, to that anxiety. And so I always tell comics, like, do karaoke. The more you do karaoke, then you'll get more comfortable.
What are some of the songs that you like to sing the most?
Funny, you don't think I have a set list immediately opening for you? Sure. I can tell you anything Neil Diamond. I would just do straight Neil Diamond. Just, it would depend. And if someone else would do Neil Diamond, when I would go as Gus Dakota, I would do all Neil Diamond songs. And if someone else did a Neil Diamond song, I would talk to them. I swear to God, I'd do like 5 in a row, and then someone would come and do Sweet Caroline, and I'd go to the karaoke DJ. Well, I'll give you $20 if you turn this off. And then and then, you know what I'm up to. You see what I'm doing over here. You can pick another song. You're not doing this shit on my ride, brother. Right? It was like we would say crazy. It was just fucking crazy. But then it was Patrick Swayze. She's Like the Wind is you could put a lot of power into it. I always close on Natalie Imbruglia Torn because it's just it's a way to hit that not
What?
Hey, you know what? Solid album.
Great. Smoke is a great song. But you can bring
Solid
Torn.
album.
It's a great album. I'm with you on that, Matt. I don't know why I sound
I don't
so
know her
crazy.
catalog. I know the song, but I don't know her whole catalog.
Dude, that album is good. That album is good. Remember
I'll
that song
check it out.
Smoke? Matt, remember that song Smoke?
I can't like.
Smoke.
I was working in a music store at the time, and it was like I would hear whatever came out. So that whole album would play through. I don't remember what song was what, other than that one because it was on the radio. But I was just like, man, I guess I'm a fan.
Yeah, dude, that was the first one. Peter's back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back,
Peter.
All right.
Yay.
When I first saw her, I went, "This is love. Like this is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life with that short hair." That's what my first girlfriend, who I always talk about, my first girlfriend, the one who broke up. She was like born again Christian. I probably brought her up a bunch. That's what she looked like. Was like Natalie Imbruglia, but not as hot.
Didn't she date Matt LeBlanc in the 90s?
Whoa.
I mean, you gotta. If
I
you were
think
in the
she
90s,
did. Yeah, I think that they were like a thing for a little while.
that's
I
pretty
remember being like,
who would you marry first or make out with in their prime? You
Matt
got
LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc. You got Natalie Imbruglia, or why am I blanking on the other one I wanted to say? That's stupid. I mean,
We're talking 90s singer.
oh, or
Vanessa
Alanis.
Vanessa Carlton.
Vanessa Carlton's hot. What about Alanis Morissette? Or that's the game. It's Natalie or Alanis.
Shania Twain.
That's not the game, Gio. Gio, that's not the game.
Shania Twain.
Gio, I said the. God damn it, Giovanni! I said the game is Natalie Imbruglia, or I Must Have Seen You. I Love Karaoke and in Jersey, but am much younger. Laugh my ass off. Is that a person?
It's weird. I didn't realize there were people watching. Like,
are there people
outside
watching?
of us.
Who's K Mac? Bring them in. Is that a,
Yeah, I mean,
Bring
I think she
everybody
just
in.
came in right now.
was that a tweet? Was that a tweet? What was that? People.
That's,
It's a YouTube comment.
Yeah, game show.
I keep not understanding that this is happening outside of this 5 of us. 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I give out?
Peter, didn't you make a video like 6 months ago of you just like really, really high doing? I'm trying to remember what you were doing, man. I can't even. But you look like you
That
were
was
crying. You
reviewing
were so
the
stoned.
podcast.
That's what it was, dude. It's like the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You should repost that to the After Dark, man. That was like fucking hilarious.
And then asking your mom for
Yeah,
donations.
my
to the podcast.
favorite part was the.
It's so funny. I keep trying to figure out if Peter is doing an accent, or that is his. I think this is your real accent. Peter, hit me with a sentence.
No,
That's
No.
an accent. Hell yeah, dude.
no. See, I've been told I gained an accent in adulthood
Really?
because people I hadn't seen in a while. They're like, "When did you get an accent?" I think it's when I had kids. I just like to talk like this.
Yeah, man.
I was saying, it sounds like it's a bit.
Works its way back into my talking.
Oh man, I know Italian guys who never were Italian. Then all of a sudden they hit 30 and they're just like, "Just fucking guy we." It's like, come on, man. I know where you grew up. You didn't talk like that. Your parents don't talk like that. Where did that come from? It just happens one day. And I say, lean into it. If there's a person you want to be that person. You want to wear a leather jacket? Wear a leather jacket. See you later, Peter. It's great talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Enough about
He was getting his leather jacket.
Yeah.
So Madonna, I mean, who do you pick, Matt? Matt Mountains.
What do we have? Alanis?
Yeah, you got one who's got a better. Yeah, you got a better art.
Alanis and
Natalie.
That's a toughie. That's a Natalie situation right there.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely, in my opinion, more attractive. But Alanis just seems like a really. She's a cool woman. You could see it in the interviews.
And she'll go down on you
cool.
in a theater.
Thank you, Gio.
Damn, somebody had to do it. Come on.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say she'll go down on you in a theater, Greg. I'm an Anthony guy. I was waiting for you to stab me in the back somehow with that comment. I was waiting for the attack.
I'm hurting you tonight.
Oh man,
Damn it.
it's so funny. Ooh, I just buy crazy things on Amazon and then return them.
Yeah, I saw you opening those two that you didn't know what they were. You were just
Oh right.
that's really how you roll, huh? You just like order stuff and then just open it and see what it is when it comes.
So there's a little bit more to that than meets the eye, as they say.
Okay.
What happens a lot of times with these figs is you pre-order them because you're not going to get them when they come out, and then you don't know when they're coming, and then they get pushed back. These were two figures I got that were in what's called, this is so dumb, pile of loot for Big Bad. What they'll do is if you buy a bunch of stuff, they'll put it all, and then they'll just ship it when you get it all. So that was just stuff that was like sitting in a cart for a while. And I'll be honest, one of them I knew it was, but I was trying to ham it up a little bit for the Instagram. But
I'm
I
just
did
like obsessed when I order something. I just like watch the tracking and like I know like when it's out for delivery and all that. So like to be able to like live in that space where it's just like
I have a really bad memory.
What is this? It could be anything. I don't know. It's pretty rad to be able to do it.
I'll also do a thing with guys in the action figure community that will do blind trades, or I'll send them something and they send me something and it's like a fun trade, and that is like the best. You just get something in the mail, dude. It's so great getting something in the mail. I still go crazy for it.
Sure.
You not get excited when you get something in the mail?
I'm doing that with records now.
Oh, that's a great dope drip.
Like, and it's kind of the same too. It's like I'm pre-ordering them. They're coming out in like 2 months, and then something shows up. I don't remember what it was.
Dude, I got 2 records. You want to guess what they are? Let's do it. I don't know why. How
are they? All right.
Anyone would get
hang
anywhere
on.
on.
We're guessing. Question round.
Sure, you ask me.
Did you buy them or get them from like parents or something like that?
Good question.
Great question. Great. One I got from my mom, but he is a top tier Greg artist, meaning I love this guy. The second one I purchased and came out, I would say, in the past 10 years. So it's not an old record. You can ask as many questions as you want. That
one's got to be a Coheed and Cambria. If I was in a
ooh, close.
Bowie.
No.
For the mom one, I was gonna go with old Steve Winwood.
Dude, that's a great man. It's funny. All these guesses are records I would love to have. But all right, ask questions and I'll give you hints and we can figure.
Jimmy Eat World.
It's not Jimmy Eat World, although I do love Jimmy Eat World. Ask a question about the band, and then you can like this is a fun this isn't a Greg quiz. This is a figure out the band quiz.
Pop punk.
No,
yeah, we gotta go genre.
Neither of these records are pop punk. Great question.
What decade are we looking?
So one, as I mentioned 5 seconds ago, was within the past 10 years. One is in the past 10 years, and this is very obscure. So if you could even get it close.
A$AP Rock.
Oh my God. You are 98%. It is A$AP Rock, but it was on an album he did. You have to be an A$AP Rock fan to know this. He was in a band he was in with another guy. And I don't know if
I know this. My roommate when I lived in Raleigh was all into all his shit, like Rob Sonic and
yeah, it was him and Rob Sonic. It was
it
A$AP Rock and Rob Sonic's band Hail Mary Mallon. But I'm going to give you the points for that. The other one, okay, now the other record. Let's see if we can figure this one out. It's very easy.
REO Speedwagon.
Do I get points for that?
REO Speedwagon.
You get 100 points.
You didn't say Rob Sonic. Don't give her anything.
All right, so for the mom one, are we in classic rock?
I don't know that I would consider him classic rock. No, not your typical classic rock. Does he rock? Ooh, accidentally gave a hint away. It is a he. He does rock, baby. But he
does
Feels like
rock.
Michael Bolton's too easy.
Yeah,
Neil
wait.
Diamond.
It is Neil Diamond. Helena gets both. Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that felt too easy.
That was
He's
very
going to be the last square remaining.
So who's getting kicked out?
Nobody
Corey.
Honestly,
I don't know. Corey had a nice pull. I don't even know what that Aesop thing even is.
Dude, you want to
Aesop
hear
Rock
the
is
song?
good. Aesop Rock is very good.
You guys want to do a listen? You want
Yeah,
to
put it on.
The song?
Yeah,
Can I
give me
do
a
it, or
listen.
Mike? Can you do it? Mike, can I do it, or do you do
Yeah,
it?
you can do it.
Are you putting this on YouTube? Are you going to get in trouble?
I'm gonna put it on.
We're
Okay,
not
pull up?
monetizing it, so it should be fine.
So I do share screen, right?
Yeah.
I'm so afraid. Please don't be.
And then make sure you click share audio.
Share.
Yeah,
audio. Share screen.
I do screen sharing at my job, and I saw some hardcore pornography today that an old man had. That was great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Evidence.
So it's real fun trying to explain to him how to close windows out, and you just see that, and you're like, "Whoa, man, you need to learn how to close your windows."
Dude, you want to see something hilarious? Can you guys see my search bar?
Yeah.
Wait, let me get this. Let me get
Yeah.
Mental disorder. Where do you get?
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Oh,
I'm gonna remove it till you're ready, Greg.
oh no, I was gonna say, look at this. I hit L lobstertube.com. It's funny when you hit one letter and the entire porn. It's like, there you go, buddy.
I'm pretty sure that's Norman's go-to. I think that's where I heard about that one in particular.
It's not a bad one, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if the StreamYard is. Yeah. Okay. Weird to listen to music together. Like, is that going to be awkward? Who knows?
No, man. It's right on point for what we're talking about. It's just a soundtrack to our conversation at this point.
So I want to. So because I'm like Aesop Rock is another one of those things that I'm very serious about.
Greg, you like
Oh my
Black
God.
Alicious?
What do you say?
Do you like Black Alicious? Are you familiar?
I am familiar. I know a few songs. They come up. I think it's a she or whatever. They come up on my things a lot. So I will tell you that this video is embarrassing. That we're going to be watching. Wait, why is it playing? It's playing through my speaker, Mike.
Oh,
it's playing through my computer speaker. Do here.
Did you hit share audio?
Hey, Mike, can I ask you a favor?
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you just to look it up? I'm sorry.
No problem. What's
Hail
the
Mary,
video?
Hail Mary Malin Kiln, Kiln.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite hip hop songs of all time. And there's a line in it that's like really nails what it's like. Hey, Corey, man, I want to say this. God bless you. If you want to get out of here, I'm sorry. I know you want to go to bed.
We'll do one. We'll do the song, and then I'll probably go brush the old teeth.
Brush the old teeth.
It's important, I got all this stuff over here going on. I got to get the toothbrush thing going.
Borders.
Correct. Thank you.
That
You have my back.
explosion of those. That was one of the most insane things
I
I've ever heard in my
I
life.
don't know what came over me. Like I was like, it's like I didn't think that I had a hot mic. It was like I heard it and I was like, why did I do that?
I want to argue that it was not the fact that you open. It was the mic for some reason. It should not have been that way. It was like it was not a natural sound for a bag. Anyone else opening a bag would have been like yours was like it was like.
Well,
you should
and
not.
I usually reach into my drawer full of knives to hack something open, but I didn't feel like getting up. So,
all right, let's see if this
knives would have been less dramatic than that bag.
Yes.
I also have a question about these when you get a chance. This video is very embarrassing, and it's like my favorite song, and the video is bad.
Yeah, it's a little laggy because I'm streaming everybody
you know what?
through my
We don't
side.
need it. We don't need it. we can go back to talking. I do have a question for human beings. Now, if probably more towards the people who smoke marijuana. Let me turn the light on for this.
Little white owl.
None of you guys have peed since we started.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I've never been so thirsty in my life. I'll tell you that.
Now I'm gonna have to go.
Water.
So someone zigzag. Anyone familiar with a zigzag is?
Is it an edible?
No, it says it's a
Seems
wrap.
like a roller. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yes, it says a grape wrap, but on the bottom it says warning: this product contains nicotine. Nicotine. Is this a cigarette?
Oh, so
No,
it's
just like a
It will
cigar
be.
wrap, but it's rolled with a tobacco leaf essentially. So it's got like when I quit smoking cigarettes, I didn't like smoking those because technically I was like when I'd smoke a blunt, like I was smoking nicotine, and I don't smoke nicotine. You know what I mean?
So that's the thing. So I shouldn't smoke that then because there's nicotine.
I mean, you'll get way higher.
Oh, well, I don't want to do that.
I think it's fine.
I think it kind of smooths it out sometimes.
Use it.
Really?
Yeah. Just cut it, dump it out, and should be good.
I think it's empty. I think it's just a wrap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I also had it for 3 years. It was from when I did.
No, it's
Skank Fest.
not gonna be any good.
You think it's bad? You think she went
It's
bad?
probably dried out, man.
Hey, would this be a thing if we did this maybe another time and I did mushrooms for the first time? If I wanted to do mushrooms too, would that be fun?
You gotta be very careful.
Like via Zoom?
Via Zoom,
Too much.
I don't know,
Too
man.
much going on here.
I mean, it's already.
Mushroom?
I'm high. Yeah, I've never done mushrooms. You think is that a wild move?
No,
Oh,
I've
that's awesome.
done.
It's intense.
I had him once.
Or it can be.
You wander though. You
I
want
used
to
to,
wander. You might need to
Right.
take
we used
your.
to do the
wanna
do
wander.
the tea. I don't know if you guys ever done that, but it kicks you in about 15 or 20 minutes instead of like an hour, and it only lasts like 2.5 or 3 hours. And I almost always would barf after I drank the tea, and then it was just insanely intense for like 2 hours, and then it basically just went away. So it was awesome.
All right.
What
What
was
if I
that?
edit? Let's do lunch
What's that?
instead. We won't do mushrooms. We'll all do a lunch.
Oh, jeez.
One-
No, but it can be intense because it's like for a bit you're high and then for a bit you're low, and it's like It
Yeah,
can,
and then at the end of the
You're
night,
around
you bawl your eyes out because you think about all the debt you're in, or the fact that you haven't talked to your best friend in 5 years, or something like that. Something
And
real
things
weird,
right.
man.
So it's settled. We'll do a turkey dinner instead.
Oh yeah.
We'll just do a giant turkey dinner, and we're going to do it on
I
Zoom.
wondered. I
So
wondered if that was going to come together.
the turkey dinner. I really wanted to get it going, but everyone seemed to be against it.
Billy Bat
Or-
said it could be hard to talk on shrooms.
Who said what?
Billy Bats on the YouTube chat said it's hard to talk on shrooms.
Yeah, I'd have to get somebody in the mix who could be the host.
Handler.
We'd have to one of you will be the host, and then I'll get a handler as well.
Get yourself dig into the old snowboarding kit and get you a pair of your goggles out, because those are always, it's fun to have accessories.
I'll say this: I think it's always fun to have accessories.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm talking like accessories were like what defined me when I went through that period. I had a
Really?
tap light monkey that I would hang around my neck. If you're out walking through the fields in Kansas in the middle of the night, you could pop that on, and you got to be careful though, because that light, it can be very intense and it can really throw off the whole experience. But yeah, that was pretty great. Drugs,
Yeah.
man. It's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to I smoke pot, obviously, but I don't. I'm still loving it. I feel bad. I'm old now, and it's like people are like, "Oh,
whatever.
dude, what are you doing, man?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. I'm still loving it. I'm still into it." But I also didn't start smoking until I was like 30 or something, anyway. So maybe that's why. But I don't know. I just think I'm still loving it.
You let your
I don't know, you
brain
go to,
actually mature before you started doing it.
That's the move. I think you get to redo everything.
I agree.
You want it all back to high.
I got sober at 35 and had no idea who I was, because I was still just like some 14-year-old kid. People are like, "What do you like to do in your spare time?" I was like, "Get high. I like to get high." That was it.
Yeah.
I didn't have any hobbies or anything. So
we did the reverse, right?
yeah. So now you have your hobbies.
I
You get to
learned
enjoy
who I
those
was.
hobbies while you're smoking weed.
So you are learning yourself now. I had to do myself before, and I'm forgetting myself for the end.
Yeah, and I like to watch. I like to watch 90 Day Fiance on my phone while I cook dinner. Apparently, that's my identity. And yes, I am back on it. It's awesome.
I saw you were on this 90-day thing.
Yeah, no, Ben Wyatt got real tired of it. He was
Oh,
not
really?
in the mood
He
for it.
muted you.
Yeah, he muted me.
I just didn't know enough about it. I was like, I'm not gonna watch this show just to talk to Corey, I'll have to build a friendship on something else.
When COVID started, there were two groups. There were the group that watched that Tiger King show, which I had no interest in.
Sure.
And there were the people who went to 90 Day Fiance, and I was with that side. I thought it was ridiculous, and one day I was like, "I'll check it out." And shit else. It had been that first couple weeks. You guys could not put out enough episodes. Like, you were putting out 4 episodes a week, and I was still bored as shit. I'd beaten Grand Theft Auto 5 like 3 times, and I was like, I had nothing to do. So I just started watching 90 Day Fiance, and I was talking to my wife about this, like 18 hours a day for like 3 weeks straight, man. Like I just carried my phone. Like, I'd be in the bathroom pissing, one hand holding my phone, just watching 90 Day Fiance. And you switch AirPods, keep one AirPod charging at all times, so you never have to take an AirPod out. Like, it was insane, dude. I was supposed to be working. I was at home supposed to be training. I was just watching 90 Day Fiance the entire time.
So this just show they get married in 90 days? Is that what it is? Or
it's about K1 visas. It's about bringing, so like you meet somebody abroad. They're usually like, I'd say like a good 70 to 80% of the people are just complete
is this like a
low
doc?
lives,
or just like an MTV type show?
That's like a doc.
Oh,
but
see,
they bring back the couples and stuff, and like a couple of them are just like fucking insane. So highly recommend it. If you've got Hulu, check it out. And Greg, you went on your Purge kick, and I told you, I don't know if you'd seen the Purge show on Hulu.
No,
it was on USA. Dude, I'm telling you, I think there's 2 seasons now. That show's fucking cool, man. That's one of my favorite new shows that I've seen in a while.
All I know about the Purge is the Purge episode of Rad Dude Cast.
I remember it.
Same.
That's all I knew 24 hours before that, or something like that. Like, I think that we had just watched it. Me and my wife had watched it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But then you did a deep dive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, you're right.
This is the guy that was famous from 1980.
That's the guy that guy puts mayonnaise in his hair. Because he has some sort of a scalp condition, and he puts mayonnaise in his hair. He's like 4 foot. I think he's 4'9", and he goes to the Philippines and meets this girl, and he's like critical of her. He'll like tell her like, "Oh, you need to shave your legs more because your legs are too hairy," and then he tells her she has bad breath, and it's because she's got an ulcer. And it's just like, bro, you don't have a chin, and you're 4'9", and you're like criticizing this girl who like grew up in a third world country who looks like 100 times better than you. And I don't know, it's insane. Like, that show, oh man, I'm gonna watch it while I fall asleep after I get off of this. I'm telling you, it's
dude,
amazing.
You gotta watch Ted Lasso. I can't say
I've already seen it. I'm done. I work for Apple, man. I get a free membership. Come on, man.
I watched it, and guess what I did after I watched it?
I watched it again because it was fucking awesome. Yeah.
I just said, I've never done that in my life where I went just running it all right back.
I don't even like soccer, man. Like, I had no interest, and then I watched it, and I was like, this show's amazing.
It's really funny. It's so good.
Well, and Sudeikis is from Kansas. Peter, what up? So
Yeah,
I like.
Peter,
Is
Peter stoned?
What?
Peter, you stoned?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I would agree.
He was falling asleep.
I've just been watching him slowly move the camera away and then back, and I'm like, I hope.
Well, I keep forgetting this isn't the podcast, and it's not real. Thinking this isn't happening right now. Chilling.
Peter.
Like, you guys can't hear me right now.
This is how you get Zoom booms.
But Peter's, yeah, exactly. All of a sudden, Peter pulls his dick out.
He starts masturbating because he didn't turn on.
My wife would see me.
Oh my God.
Just over there doing some Christmas presents. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
Wait, it's Christmas. When's Christmas?
Who knows, man?
3 weeks.
What year is it?
Oh my God, dude! Wrapping Christmas presents, I'm gonna cry. That's beautiful. Right?
I know you guys are so early.
You guys are
Hey, man, they're on top of shit.
That was a wholesome scene.
It was very wholesome, dude. Very wholesome.
That's feel good.
I'm gonna just smoke this no, I'm not gonna smoke in my house. I'll be in trouble for real. I gotta go look over. Hey, I gotta just put my head out a window for a second. Is that all right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You guys are cool, right?
We'll cover.
Cool, guys. Just be cool.
I'm trying here.
Peter, you are cool, man.
You mind your business over there, lady. Wrapped in presents. I got friends once in my life for a minute.
Peter, so funny.
Yeah, man.
Why do you hate my internet friends?
Hear us talk. He's like, what the hell is that?
Don't listen to her.
That could be a shirt too.
What was that?
Why don't you like my internet friends?
Why do you hate my internet friends?
Why do you hate my internet friends?
That's pretty good.
Or donate to molesteddogs.com.
Yeah. That's at the back of it.
That's all I can see when I look at Greg's window now. So.
But Mike's already got sees them printed. Or sees him. Sees them or him.
Sees him is up on the Rad Dude Cast.
Sees him.
I really might buy that.
I almost bought the free Lil Hainsborough shirt. Like I was like, but I don't know, man. I got this thing as I've gotten older where I enjoy shopping more than buying things now. I like to look at things and pretend like I'm going to buy them, and I'll put them in the cart, and then I wait, and then I come back and I'm like, do I still want that? And I'm like, oh, look again, and then decide if I want. I don't know. It's crazy. It's like I used to spend money like yeah. It's like I enjoy it. Like, and then after I buy it, then every day I go back and I check my email and see if I have an email note, and then I go into the cart and I previously ordered and check this one's coming Saturday. But yeah, I don't know. It's different. So yeah, eventually we'll get another shirt, but I don't know which one I want yet. I like those Greg Stone shirts, man. That's what I'm thinking about. But I don't know. I kind of want an obscure one. I like the idea that you guys are doing the drops too. You know, the drops, like the Sees Him one. That's a drop. You know what I mean?
I'm getting that. I'm on the Sees Him.
I feel bad, but then you just don't get it if you don't want it. But I love the idea of continually making shirts. I gotta make a sexy weekend shirt.
Well, I mean, yeah, definitely. You get that, I'll get that.
Sees Him. Also, I'm gonna make. I think Matt, because Matt could do it in his home. You can make them, but I think also, Mike, that we should put on the store is the Charles Barkley Comedy Barbecue executive producer hoodies, so that everyone can be an executive producer. Not a Rad Dude Cast word on it. It needs to be 100% the Charles Barkley Comedy Barbecue.
Is that a comedy barbecue or Barkley Q?
Well, I'm gonna draw a picture of. I'm gonna get a comedic picture of Charles Barkley. He's got chicken and everyone's having a good time, and it just says barbecue, baby. How do you, or something like that? We'll do something. Well, we won't. No picture. I think it just says that executive producer. Yeah. Barbecue.
Haven't I heard this before?
Like the
happening twice in a row.
Yeah, we were talking about it before, Peter.
Like, is everything aligned, or is there space?
Technically, it was yesterday,
you know
Peter.
What I'm saying? Like, because what just happened twice.
Yes. Peter, follow me through this. No,
I've been listening since yesterday.
We've been here for 10 years.
You've been listening since yesterday.
Yeah.
What
is the same episode?
You're wearing the same shirts.
December 4th.
But why are you responding to me? So
we're live.
Hey, Matt, Greg,
you're playing your game. You're playing your game. Playing your games, Greg. I'm on to you.
This is real. I hope next time. I hope Peter just comes out and just goes, maybe I can always talk on the podcast. Maybe it's has it always been interactive? I could have been talking to them.
Do you hear me right now?
You're in the game.
Oh my god.
You cracked the code, brother.
Yeah, you're in the game. The ads.
Is this the Shadow Cast?
No, this is what. This is so you guys. I don't know who watched. Who said the game?
Is this what the Shadow Cast is?
Yeah, it's the game, man.
How did you watch the game? Did you buy it, or was it on a streaming service?
Fucking started on how I had to pay $3 for this piece of garbage.
Yeah, I did too on Amazon.
Because I wanted to watch. Like, I haven't listened to the whole episode because I was like, I gotta watch the episode. I gotta watch the movie first. But like, I was like, where the fuck do I find the game?
You can get it for free.
You can torrent it.
You can torrent it, and Mike sent me some kind of weird YouTube link.
Jesus Christ, what is it? Fucking 2003? Who still uses torrent?
The pirates at the bay.
I used to do BT Junkie and Transmission. That was, man, I had like the entire In Flames catalog. Man, I was really moving along. Something else.
Moving along, dude.
Man, I downloaded No Country for Old Men.
It's a great flick.
A drunk
That movie, don't ever fall asleep watching
Greg,
that
you
movie.
didn't
It'll
like the
scare
game?
tits off you. Huh?
What? Dang it.
What?
Greg, did you like the game?
I was enraged that I was forced to watch it, and I didn't think it was that bad, but it wasn't. No, I hated it.
I listened to the podcast and you were talking about how it just didn't make any sense.
No, the ending was such a. Here's the thing, right? It was made by David Fincher, so it's shot well, and it's not bad. It's a good movie, but the ending I felt was such a cop out, and I'm wondering as if when it came out, like that hadn't been like, it must have been a further like reach for people, so they would have been like, "Whoa, that's crazy." But the ending was. Can I spoil it? Do you remember? Do you remember what happens at the end? I don't know if we talked about. Yeah, we talked about it in the episode.
Yeah.
At the end, they say, "Man, Peter, man, I am also high."
I'm getting screenshots of this. All right,
I don't want to freak you out, but also you are freaking me out. So it's a double freak out. We got a double freak out going on. The ending was wow.
That's how you get rid of ghosts. You got to freak them out. I tell you all about getting ghosts out of your house. I can tell you all about it, but
garlic.
Not right now.
Peter,
I didn't mean to mess with the flow. See, this part is live, but earlier when I wasn't talking, was that the podcast?
There was never a pod.
I think this line's all connected from yesterday.
This is weed? This is what weed does to you?
All right.
I think Peter's brain's just kind of awesome, too.
He must be on something else.
Gotta be inedible.
Oh, yeah. Good God. Scared the tits off of me.
Yeah.
I had one of those. One time, this girl at work, she said, here's 2 edibles. I gave you one for you and for your wife. And I said, fuck that shit. I'm going to eat both of these. And then because I'd eaten edibles like 3 or 4 times and never gotten anything off of them. And I smoked weed every day. So I thought I was a big dog. Man, I ate that thing and I was sitting in the break room at work. And 20 minutes later, I walked up to my manager. I was like, I gotta go home. I kept putting eye drops in. My eyes were just beet red. And as soon as I got to my car, I was fine, but I could not be around other people. It was terrifying. It was like the scariest thing in my entire life.
Look at Peter's face.
Yeah, it was like that.
That's how he felt.
Those eyes, they're gonna ruin
so
my
imagine
dream.
It's like he's doing an impression of the pillow next to him.
Mike.
That's wild. Weird and wild stuff. Weird and wild. That is you know what it's like, I wish this was around when I was rollerblading, because then maybe I could have met some rollerbladers who were famous. You know what I mean? Like, this is so but like, we live in an age now of like celebrities who aren't famous, right? Like, they're not celebrity, they're just not like, it's like that was what it was like when we had when I used to be into rollerblading. And I would have loved to have been like, hey man, I'd love to meet a famous. What do I do now? I'm doing better than the famous rollerbladers now. You know, like, they were my heroes. Dude, me and Andy Fiore looked up this rollerblading video, and it was like one of my all-time best rollerblading skate videos on YouTube. It had 800 views, and I was like, I have stand-up that's doing better than the rollerblading video that changed my life. Like, man, rollerblading has not aged well. I think it has.
Really didn't. They had no outlet. There was nowhere else for them to go.
We had Arlo. What do you mean? We had the X Games, right? But then they kicked us out, I think. When the Asians just took over. I mean.
It just got kicked to the curb.
That was messed up. Matt, you ride bikes, right?
Yeah, I mountain bike.
Okay, I was making sure, because I was trying to say before that. That's why I think of you as a mountain bike.
A bicycle.
Oh no! 2 bicycles.
Matt moves bicycles.
My AirPod, an indicator that it's time. So I'm gonna
Oh,
do it.
Corey,
So you guys have
great.
you guys have a good night. And I can't look at myself with this headset on and take it seriously. So
Hi, Corey.
hey,
Bye, Corey.
it works. Yeah, you guys, it was great. This is fun. We should do it again. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. And I've got some screen caps of Peter that you'll see soon. So good night, everybody.
Oh, shit. I gotta go.
Bye.
All right, now
See you, buddy.
it's fun. You know what's great about this? Because I've used Zoom and all this other shit. I don't know how the fuck I close this. So it's like it's like when you say goodbye to somebody and you're like, "Hey, see you later," and then you guys both parked in the same place, so you're walking the same direction. Okay, there it is. Goodbye. All right, it's just a window.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Hey, Helena.
Yeah. Yes.
Helen. Fuck, man. You know I love you, right?
Just don't even try. It's fine.
It's because I'm still high. Say it, Matt.
H. Just go with H.
H. What friends have I met of yours? 2 sets of friends I know for sure.
You met Sandra and Beverly.
Beverly, what a fun name. Beverly. Anyway.
She's the one that came to the creek in the cave with me in February.
Nice. Oh, yeah. That was last year. Matt, where do you live again?
I'm in Massachusetts.
Where is there? Gio, you're still in DC? Peter's on the moon. That's what I know.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
What?
I'm Charlotte. North
Wait,
Carolina.
why did I see you in Washington, D.C.? Because you drove.
Yeah, man. I wanted to see my man Greg.
Wow.
Wild.
And
I hope I gave you a sticker or something.
Well, no, you did. You gave me. You did. But you can actually, because weed's legal there, and that's pretty awesome because it's not here, and it's still fucking stupid. But yeah,
It's legal in DC?
Is it decriminalized or which one?
Something like that. Something's going on in DC. I don't know. I was just getting high anyway.
No, yeah. So to me, it's like, man, I get to see a great show, and there's that. So I'm sold. But yeah. So, but I'm in Charlotte. Would you ever come down here, Greg? If
Yeah, I would do anything anybody asked me to do about anything.
that would be awesome. Here in the Comedy Zone, that's what I tried to do a couple scenes, and that wasn't good. But yeah, man.
Well, you're not going to be good at a couple.
I know, but
you're going to beat yourself up. Beat yourself up for the right reasons. All right, you're not going to be great.
I liked
at
it,
one
Gio.
time.
I saw the clip. It was good.
And
Yeah, I liked it too. I saw a clip of yours.
Dude, that was the first thing I've ever written, but I would love to try it again. I just haven't. Oh man. Yeah.
Let me apologize and be a little bit clear because now I feel in my head about what I was trying to say there. Not that you would be or wouldn't be good early.
Mhm.
It's you're not going to be who you are.
Right.
You should have zero kind of judgment on yourself that early on, except whether or not you're getting the concept of jokes and you're creating new stuff or whatever. But it's this idea that people want to get on stage and then just kill. We're not all Greg Stone. All right. So
Right.
you don't just pick it up and swing and hit home runs.
Yes.
No, but it's such a tricky thing. It's I just know a lot of guys who didn't get it too heavy into comedy because they expected to be famous in a year or something like that. I hope that wasn't offensive, Giovanni.
No, not at all.
I wasn't trying to because I love how Helena and Matt were both man, I saw it, I loved it, it was great. Because I was oh my god, did I just insult Gio? I hope
No.
That was just a separate thought of.
Oh,
I
good.
forgot he had sent that around before, or somehow
He
saw it,
posted
anyhow.
it on Twitter.
I was like, man, he's got chops up there.
Nice.
Yeah, but
Nice, buddy.
yeah, it would just be repetition. And you're right, Greg. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, I'm sure it's easy to get discouraged at first, but how the hell are you gonna do? Be comfortable. But
Next time I'm doing a stand-up comedy class. That's what we're gonna do.
It came back to what you were saying earlier.
You should.
Sure.
Yeah, about how you're nervous beforehand. How that makes sense. That channeling the energy to something, makes yourself feel excited instead of
Yeah.
blank.
Horny.
Whatever.
Channel it into being horny.
Yeah. And so
Yeah. Next time we do this, we're doing Greg's Comedy 101. Whether or not you want to do comedy or not, we're teaching everybody how to do comedy with my 5 easy steps. I swear, I think I would have, because like we said, I can't be a real teacher anymore. Peter, good. Just making sure he's alive. You faded there. For me.
That was the first
All right.
step, the shower, because I think you can't do comedy and not have good hygiene.
Not be clean. I would argue, yes. Shower for your own confidence.
Yeah.
Because you want to be good up there. I had Chinese today. The shrimp were too small.
I've noticed that, but I don't know
Have
why I
you?
have strong food opinions.
Yeah.
I've had Chinese food since like the summer, and it's always had like tiny shrimp. I don't know what's happening.
Dude, I'll tell you this. Yes. And also, the one place near my house that does big shrimp, not good. So I don't know. One place got big shrimp, and I think they found the one place that's doing big shrimp. And then they realized after they bought all the big shrimp, oh, this is why no one's getting them from here, because they're gross.
Yeah,
so
they're
the
not
little
using
shrimps are
shrimp,
better.
using cat feet.
Yeah, old cat feet. You don't want to grill up some cat feet.
Mhm.
Mike, in like 5 hours, you and I have to do the Mandalorian recap.
Man.
Oh, man. Too much Greg this week for human beings.
No such thing. 24/7,
Yeah,
Greg.
Don't talk to my mom. That's not what my mom would say. You're the best.
Here.
Hit me, Gio. What?
I'm heading out for the night.
Oh, good night, brother.
All right, man. This was fun. Definitely. Let's do it again because, like you were saying, it's nice to talk to like-minded people.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to
Good
actually
night, man.
talk.
Great talking to you.
all you guys
Great talking to you
in
guys.
real life.
All
See you
right.
later, bud.
Giovanni.
See ya.
Man, I think I talk to you almost every day. I swear
Yeah,
to
we
God.
chatted up.
I'm doing Corey.
Stream of consciousness.
Yeah, it's like funny to be like, oh yeah, no, oh my God, I've got a man. When you get a message on Instagram, that's like getting a present. It's like you guys get so excited. Oh my God, somebody messaged me. This is like,
I don't get a lot of those. So yeah, when that shows up, there's something's going on.
isn't it exciting when you get one?
Greg, you must
Shows up
get
over
so
the paper
many.
airplane.
Between you and I don't get that many.
What? You must get like 100 a day.
Oh, I must. Oh, let me ask you this: do you message me?
I try to not bother you.
That's what people think for some reason. Reality is, I would love to be talking to everybody all the time.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I don't mind, but I just do go by the rules. Like, as long as you're good about me taking a long time to get back, or if I'm busy, not hitting you up, it's like, yeah, why wouldn't I talk to anyone? The best thing you can do, you just message me and you go, "Hey, I'm feeling down."
That's the best thing we could do.
I love giving people speeches. If you could put me in a position to give some kind of speech
I'm
or
so sad
statement
right now.
Peter, hit me in a message, Peter. This is for messages, because I'll type it out and edit it for you.
No, I sent you one on Instagram just now.
Did you?
That was Peter.
Yeah.
I just got excited that he got a message on Instagram.
Oh boy, Freddie G messaged me. Oh, that's why I got a bunch of messages. What an asshole I am, because I wrote any comics who are up and friends, because I was going to invite people to the live stream, and then I completely forgot. I completely forgot that I did that. So I got a bunch of messages from just comedians being like, "Yeah, Greg, what's up? What do you need?" I didn't respond to any of them. Oh well.
Look at this triumphant return.
Billy is back in the night.
In the ninth inning, man. Just
You
had to
couldn't
pop
sleep?
back in.
You couldn't sleep?
Just had to crush some Overwatch real fast with the boys, you know?
Oh yeah, I get it. Dude, what are these women who dress like Overwatch, and why are they so hot? What is that? What is it?
I mean, well, one of them is just one of the characters is just all you need is just a full like spandex bodysuit. So
I've
like,
seen that one, yeah.
yeah, you just throw that one on. And,
Widowmaker.
you know,
I love
low
that
bar,
Widowmaker.
low bar of entry. Yeah, diva. You know.
Oh my God, people! The Mats have been defeated by the no mustache beard gang. Did you guys see this?
Oh.
It used to be a full Matt party, but now it's beard no mustache gang.
This is
Me
like
and-
Othello with very strange chips.
I represent that gang hard.
Yeah,
Probably for life.
it's a move. It's not a move that
It's not a choice. It's not a choice. I get just paltry hairs, you know, just.
Really? That was a choice.
But the beard just comes in. Yeah, it's just my dad could grow a mustache. I just can't. I just don't have. I don't have enough. I guess I got like medium T. I guess you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not for or against the no. It's a fun move.
I wish I could grow the mustache, man. Honestly, it pains me like a little bit every day, but I get past it.
Yeah,
I compensate with length down here. I guess you know.
I don't get this. there's like a
Dude, you just have like a even like I feel like you're one of those people like you shave and then like 5 minutes later you've just got like a
it's a lot of hair,
a decent mustache back already.
And the issue is what I used to do. The move I used to do is a real scumbag move. Is I'd only shave on the road, so I never had to clean beard hair from my sink. But now that I'm not on the road, it's like fuck. I gotta learn how to clean hair from my sink.
It's a life hack.
It's a life hack, dude. Yeah, you just get in a shitty hotel. I was in Youngstown, Ohio, with Joe Mackey, and I think I probably said this a million times, but there's bugs under the mattress that I was getting bit by, and so then I called a land guy and I was like, "Hey man, this hotel has bed bugs." He comes, lifts the mattress. There's little creepy crawlers, and he goes, "There's not bed bugs. There's just bugs in the mattress." And then he left. And that was his explanation. And I slept in the shower. In the hotel.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know why I told you that. Bugs?
I don't know, but that's a ballsy move on his. He's like, important distinction, not bed bugs. Bugs in the bed.
He's mad at me.
And then you leave on that note. That's a strong move.
Yeah, he got mad at me for like, why did you call me here for just bugs in the bed? Like, we don't call each other for that. We call each other for bed bugs. It was
a real deal.
Wild move.
So bed bugs are the only ones that count.
Yeah, they're the only ones that counted for this freakazoid.
Like honeybees, that's not a cause for concern.
Yeah. A mattress full of bees, I think, would almost be worse.
Yeah. I don't got bed bugs, I got bees.
I got a bunch of wasps in here. And they're mad at each other, like two different gangs of wasps.
They're not even mad at me.
Got red and striped, and they are not happy with each other.
Oh man. Oh, Mike, can I tell you about this story?
Yes.
It's not that good of a story. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Check back in with you. Oh man, I did a joke that really offended people. That's what sucks about not being able to stand up is when I do get up, it's here's a thought I had that is zero worked out. And I had a joke about, I was trying to say, like, I don't know if it makes sense. I may have also said on the podcast, but I was watching Avengers Endgame, and like, in the middle of Endgame, they just have all the females get together and they're like, females, right? And I love females, and I'm very supportive of this.
Sure.
But I was like, man, we are going to look back at the years kind of Trump was in office and look at all the TV and movies that were made and be like, they were going through something. Like, what was going on that there was a commercial for women in the middle of this Avengers movie?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is all the shit that was happening in society made them react that way. But it was like, it's so clear because that's not we get, right, that's not a thing that naturally happens. If you're walking on the street with your friends and all the females show up, you don't just stand around and go, yeah, like you don't do that. That's not a real thing that happens. So right? So I'm like, people will look back at this time and go like, this commercial for Captain Marvel, it's like hero, lose the O, her. It's like, you get what I'm saying there, right? That this makes kind of sense and I'm not being offensive.
I thought the Captain Marvel thing was great just because it felt like it was a thing that made sense altogether.
Sure.
But then the scene in Endgame was like, it just felt like they let someone else. They're like, here, you take the scripts.
Here, you do this. We're going on break. Whatever you want for the next 3 minutes.
And they're like, how did these 18 people get together at the same time?
Yeah, that was crazy, right, Matt?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm like, I can't tell if it's me because I was doing. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I see it and I just kind of laugh. I'm like, all right, fine.
Sure, fine, great movie, and then
Right.
this. It's very weird.
Yeah, no, I definitely I groaned at that part for sure. And obviously you have like the initial like you feel back, you're like, oh okay. It's like, but I'm not groaning because I'm against the message of like what it stands for. It's just that it's so obviously it's very forced.
It's very forced.
It was very obviously like shoehorned in, like we need a moment where all the ladies get together and have their power pose, and like, and then fucking girl power it up and then they go in, and it's just like, I think it's just because it feels so kind of like ham-fisted and obvious,
Mm-hmm.
It's
so
it just stands out to you a lot.
1000%. That's what I thought I was trying to portray. I did that on stage, and this comic comes up to me, whatever. He's whatever. He's kind of like, yeah, man. Well, that voice makes it sound. He wasn't black. He wasn't black, so I don't know why I made him black. But he was like, well, you're just
sound like you were black yet. So
oh, I didn't. Oh, good.
It was Chris from Brooklyn.
He was like, yeah, man, that joke is racist because, and he said racist, which is it's even sexist, but he's like, because this is what we've been fighting for, and they finally got what they're fighting for. And I was like, no, that's not what this is about, right? Like it's of course I want people to be movies, everyone to be movies, but that was a commercial. That was a commercial in the middle of a movie. That was like a Doritos ad. Right. But I didn't it was so like, why did we suddenly focus on the Audi front of this car? It didn't feel natural. Like, yeah. Like that was, I know. I think I was telling you about this today, Mike, about how like with the Miles Morales movie, they didn't pitch it as this like, it was just a great movie. It was just like it was just the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen, and I cry every time.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They got that, they did it fine. We get it. They make a great movie about someone different as the star. You're like, okay, I get it. But this, oh boy,
that was something else. That was like it's like
had fun.
Did you say Easter egg? What did you say?
That?
Did you say Easter egg?
They sure had fun with it.
They sure had fun.
Somebody got the script. They snuck it in there.
But then it also just makes me feel like, oh, this isn't for that. This is just for you to show that you're for that. Like this isn't you being like, let's give some women some roles. Let's put women in this is us saying, look what we do, guys. Look what we did for you, because we're the kind of people that do this.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you're Disney. You're raping the earth.
You're the evil corporation.
Yes, you're an evil corporation. It's, to some extent, we all deal with it, but to some extent, like, money is your god. Do not get twisted, Disney. Money is your god. We know it. Anyway, I don't know if I should have said that. Is this being, other people can see this, right? I'm gonna get burned for this one.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It behooves them to do that, because it makes them look good. It makes them on the right side of history. So it's like whether there are any good intentions behind it or not, it's like ultimately it does benefit them financially.
Right. Yeah,
so it feels gross, like I know what you're saying.
Yeah. It's funny, a lot of times you do these things too, where they're like, put different races on screen, but then like behind the screen, no one is like, how come you're not giving jobs to people? You're just showing us that you're giving minorities and diversity jobs, but that's because that's what we can see. But are you doing that for the crew, for like, or whatever? Why am I talking about this? I don't want to talk about this. Can I get out of this? Can someone bring up any other topic? Not that I care. I don't care, but it's just I don't want to talk about this when I'm high.
I have a Mandalorian. I got a Mandalorian question for you.
Sure.
I haven't seen Rebels and Clone Wars, so I'm not up on all the deep canon. But do you have any ideas of who you think snuck Grogu out of the temple? Do you think there's a particular character that might pop up?
So I've got
like the person who saved him.
You think I didn't make a list?
Well, I think he wandered out in a baby's day out scenario.
It just had like a wacky adventure.
Yeah.
Mike, did you just reference the podcast that I don't think released yet?
Right.
Right. So the next episode, we pretty much do a deep dive into Baby's Day Out. And Mike just did a callback to a podcast that's not released yet. So that'll be funny next week.
I did a joke for you.
I know, and I laughed.
That's awesome. You're referencing things that don't exist.
Did you ever see in like the
that's a Spaceballs moment.
In one of the first episodes of Arrested Development, they show David Cross in the bathtub, and he's got the denim shorts on. You could just barely see them, and it doesn't come for like 10 episodes later that they explain that he's a never nude that wears these denim. So they did place that joke for the rewatch, which was like fucking great. Like they knew their shit.
That show was made perfect.
It really was.
Like stuff like that. It's the opposite of the Avengers assembling, where everything was like just like nuanced and hidden in there, and then you're like, aha.
Nuance. That's the word.
Those
Nuance.
guys knew what was going on.
This was not nuanced. That was not nuanced.
No.
Y'all just found each other on the field, maybe because you're all running because you're scared little girls. JK, boys, JK. That was the sarcasm.
They were
JK.
syncing up their periods.
Here's Peter. Welcome back.
There he is.
Peter. Oh, Mandalorian. Who do I think snuck him out? So I cannot recommend watching Clone Wars and Rebels enough. So fucking good. I would, if you really can't deal with the 7 seasons, which is a lot, there's probably like a best ofs episodes you could probably watch. I would say watch the Darth Maul arc and the Mandalorian arc stuff, and you'll get so hooked that you'll probably go back and watch it all. But and then you just watch all of Rebels because I love Rebels. Anyway,
I didn't know about Rebels. I just knew you were talking about Clone Wars, and I just started watching that because you mentioned it's related to this.
Mm-hmm.
I watched an episode of that, but I didn't know there was a whole other series.
You have a lot of homework to do.
Dude, it's 4 more. Who's got the audio on? Mike, what is that noise?
I'm not sure. Someone had like.
Sorry, that's me. I'm putting myself on mute.
Oh. Clone Wars is 7 seasons of a ton of like really, really great stuff, but there's a lot of they do old school cartoons. It's 23 episodes a season, which is just an insane amount of fucking television. So there's a lot of like filler shit. We're like, hey, we're going to the water planet or whatever. But the main story arc stuff is great. But then Rebels is Clone Wars. Rebels is Clone Wars season 8, 9, 10, 11, and then Mandalorian is season 12. Like they're clearly just picking up from all of it. It's all in the same world. They're bringing everyone Bo-Katan. You're starting to see all these fucking people show up. I think next we're going to see who I want to see is I think this is like my I think that Baby Yoda is going to get picked up not by Luke. Hopefully Luke, but I think Leia. I think we're going to see some Leia stuff because that's how you can kind of work it. This is like my 1 in 10, my 1 in 10 theory. I think because with Luke, it's like he's doing the Jedi Academy. That's more like on screen. We don't really know what Leia's life was. So like maybe Leia was watching this baby or something. Who the fuck?
Right.
Knows?
Yeah.
Something with
Yeah. That would be a good way to kind of flesh it out. Yeah. Because they obviously the most recent movies, hinted at that showed a little bit of, them playing tag on Endor and stuff,
Yeah.
I think
that'd be cool.
Only because Carrie Fisher's dead that it's going to be someone from Rebels.
Well, yeah, I think here's what I think, Mike, and I agree with you. I think we're going to get some Rebels. I think what we're going to see is Ezra. We're definitely going to see Ezra because Ezra's from Rebels. Because we saw the Loth cat. They show the Loth cat now twice in the show. There's a cat and there's a drawing of it. We're definitely going to see Sabine Wren because she had the Darksaber and somehow it ended up with Moff Gideon. So something's up there. We are definitely going to get to Luke. I think they now know that 2 things. We are in a position that the fans need Luke, A, and B, every fan, and their fans, like Filoni's a fan of the show. Every fan after Return of the Jedi was like, had such high expectations for what would happen to Luke. And we never got to see that. And Filoni is a master of doing that. Like he did that with Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's going to Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker. If it doesn't happen now, it will happen eventually. And it's what every I think as a Return of the Jedi fucking is my favorite movie of all time is I think so they'll give it to us. Sorry, was the answer too intense? Because I'm very passionate about it.
No, not at all.
I'm very excited about the potential of seeing Luke Skywalker.
No, I've been getting into it the last few episodes, once they brought in Bo-Katan and then the Ahsoka episode, I've really kind of been ramping up into getting into the story and stuff. So I'm definitely I've been doing
so much. Once you get into it like that, you're like, there's so much cool shit to go back to that it's like, oh, there's so much more of it. The only problem is there's just so many episodes that you end up doing a lot of it when you're going to bed, and you'll fall asleep and miss stuff. I just watched this episode of Rebels. I don't know if it's a spoiler. I don't want to give any spoiler, but it's essentially Sabine Wren kind of learning to do a thing, and I got choked up, and I'm like, whoa, I'm getting emotional for this cartoon for children. On a show I'd already watched. So I had just fallen asleep for that episode. And I was just kind of watching. I'm like, oh my god, he's so good. That's the thing that gets me mad too. Sorry for this secondary rant. Is when people go, I'm not into cartoons. Cartoons are for kids, and it's like, cartoon isn't for kids. Cartoon is a genre. This is a genre. Like, I'm not into comic books. It's like, you are into comic books. You just haven't read the comic book. It's like saying I'm not into comic books. Like saying I don't like music. It's like you just don't know the one that links up with you yet. The story that connects with you yet. You got to find the cartoon that connects. Like there's a difference between Rick and Morty, The Simpsons, Winnie the Pooh, and then some hentai. Like that shit is a wild fucking stretch of difference.
Not for me. They all get me hard.
Yeah, Mike, you actually look very much like you are a Sith right now.
I actually, out of the corner of my eye, when I see that corner of the screen, it looks like they're on the set of What We Do in the Shadows.
That is one of my favorite shows. It's awesome.
I keep thinking it's like that's Guillermo over there. Just
that's.
I do love that show.
I have to get into it. It's worth it. Everyone I know says you got to watch the show. The show's good.
The movie. Did you watch the movie?
The movie was one of them I thought was a masterpiece.
Yeah,
so
and
I loved it.
I was worried for the show because I was like, Howard, don't mess it up. And they didn't. They I mean, the movie's still the greatest, but
it's something else.
They added some stuff to this, but they kept that same kind of feel of the movie.
Yeah,
it's good. It's worth watching. It doesn't take away from the movie.
I really gotta do it. Nothing takes away. Like even with Star Wars, when they were like the prequels sucked, it's like, yeah, well then just don't watch them. Although that's not how I feel about Last Jedi. I really feel like they ruined my life. But Clone Wars that's the thing about Clone Wars. I can't believe I'm bringing this back to Clone Wars again. We've clearly got off Clone Wars, and I said let's bring it back to Clone Wars. We're makes back. The prequels good movies. It makes the Clone Wars is such a good cartoon that it makes you retroactively like the prequels, which were hands down terrible movies. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. I'm missing that whole chunk of storyline.
Dude, I would say if watch it or don't, you can just Google the most necessary episodes to watch. If you just watch the Darth Maul arc, where you kind of learn, because Darth Maul clearly died in the prequels, so then this happens after he's already dead. It's kind of Darth Maul's return, and then into Rebels, where he eventually is it's like a spoiler. He clearly isn't around. What he gets is like beautiful. It's like,
yeah, I'm going
anyway.
I'm going after it.
Twin Sons is an episode of Rebels that is, if you remember that, but by the time you get there, which is probably about 3 years, to finally get into that, you have to watch them do a video of them breaking down the lightsaber fight and why it happens the way it does. And you just go because I watched it and I don't want to spoil it, but I was like, well, that was that. And then I watched it again and I was like, wait, I think this was big. And then you explain. I don't want to spoil it. Do you mind if I just spoil it? Can I just tell you what happened? No.
I don't mind.
You actually can, because I forget so much.
I ain't gonna remember.
So
who's not gonna remember any of this?
It's not the biggest deal. It's not like the biggest deal because it's 7 seasons away. But eventually, Darth Maul finds out. He shows up on Tatooine as Obi-Wan Kenobi is old. This is Obi-Wan as he's watching Luke Skywalker as a kid. Darth Maul shows up, and Obi-Wan is there as an old man, and Darth Maul is like, why are you here? Why are you on this barren planet? And he goes, oh, you're not here because you're hiding. You're here because you're protecting someone. Who are you protecting? And as soon as Obi-Wan then realizes that Darth Maul, this is all on the line now. This is Vader's kid. This is the next. Right. This is holy shit. This is the guy who may be able to take out Vader, which Vader, his pad, all that shit, the history there. Obi-Wan stands up. There is a 3-strike lightsaber fight. So essentially, if Darth Maul goes for it, Obi-Wan fucking boom. Darth Maul goes to hit him with this move, with the nose. Darth Maul just cuts him down, kills him in 3 moves. And then they have this really beautiful the end of Darth Maul's story. Then you read the breakdown on why Why was Darth Maul, after 9 seasons of Darth Maul, did you kill him in 3 moves? And it is explained that this is not Obi-Wan Kenobi, who's Clone Wars. This is end of the road Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is the master Jedi, and there is no showing off. There is no nothing. There is put down this rabid dog. And when Darth Maul went to do this, he did that out of pure arrogance, because that's the move he did to Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan's master. So he was like, I'm going to kill you with the move I killed your master with. But Obi-Wan is so beyond this idea of arrogance that he goes, I know what you're going to do. So he went for the move. Obi-Wan cuts him down. And then that's the end of the story. And it was like, oh, it's this is a cartoon that they wrote this like beautiful fucking opera-like vengeance. And this is why he would do that move. And then Obi-Wan being like, oh, this is why I know he would do that move, is like, just like,
right.
Man, it's beautiful writing.
Great.
And he puts them out.
Awesome.
And you have like 9 seasons before that happens. And that's just the ending. So it's like, and you just to watch everything that leads to this, and like who Obi-Wan is, and then who Anakin, like you start to love Anakin. You start to love him as a guy who's like, oh, I love this guy. And then it starts becomes unbelievable. Like, oh, he's going to become Darth Vader? Like, that's fucking sad.
Right, yeah.
Ahsoka is his pad. Like, that's his... Ahsoka becomes this fun cartoon woman. She's like this like girl you watch from she's 13 to an adult. And her dad, essentially, he's not her dad, but it's like, that was like her mentor was Anakin.
Father figure,
becomes Darth fucking... That's going to fuck you up. Then we get to Mandalorian, and Mando's like, you got to train her. You got to train Grogu. And she's like, I'm not training someone who could possibly go bad, because I know what happens. And it fills that scene with so much more of like, oh, right. Like your father-like figure became Darth Vader. Anyway.
And that was Filoni that directed that one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the most recent episode.
I'm sold.
Yeah. I'm sold.
That's awesome.
Dude, it's like there's 2 things I want to tell people about in life, and it's Clone Wars and Aesop Rock. And then maybe my comedy third.
I fucking love Aesop Rock. Yeah, I had hopped out of the chat before I heard you were like doing a trivia question about Hail Mary Mallon.
Yeah, that's the only other record I have. I have 2 records. Dude, that song "Kiln" is one of my favorite songs. I'm gonna pull up the lines. Is it weird for me to read you guys lyrics? I know that some people get weird about that, but look, it's late, man. It's late. I can just tell you. Nah, that's embarrassing. That's not bad. I don't know. No one shook their head. Don't worry, Greg.
You're good, man.
Are you going to rap for us?
You wish, old friend. There's this line in this song, and this is why I love Aesop Rock so much. He nails what it's like. Is it weird for me to read you guys these lyrics? Like, I'm just trying to share something with you, so I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry if it's corny. So this is like, all right, so it's kind of awkward to read lyrics, but like there's this line, sidewinders wind through fried wires, which is kind of like, trying to get through, like, sidewinders through fried wires, like you're trying to not get electrocuted. So this whole thing about this song is that it's essentially him being at a party with industry types. This is how I interpret it, and like having to deal with that when you're not someone who wants to deal with that. So that's a line of like, sidewinders wind through fried wires in a room of hired primates climbing on typewriters, trying to desperately to organize an alphabet and prose, right? So like he's then comparing a bunch of people who have no idea what they're doing, trying to hit any button to get something right? And that's what this industry, especially with comedy, is, which is all these managers and agents who are like, they don't fucking know what they're doing, but they're monkeys on a typewriter hoping they write the fucking, whatever, right? And it's like, yeah. That would render them drastically exaggerated roles, right? So in a room with high primates climbing on typewriters, trying desperately to organize an alphabet in prose, that would render them in drastically exaggerated roles, right? Trying to get better jobs from doing nothing because they're fucking idiots. I know I shouldn't care, but I'm too old to play the dozens. But admittedly, I visualize some ultimate comeuppance. That means what it means, whatever. But I want to get to this fight. Oh, this is my favorite. Heads on pikes and pikes on walls. Hellbound knights who deny all involvement. It's awful. Often a tough blue huppy. Let me just get to the part that I think is really great. Oh, got a bucket tooth youth from an uncool cubby. I don't know what that means. Probably something. Who step inside the club like a statue crying blood. Dance floor scattered staff asking why I'd come. That just every time I've ever gone into the cellar in the beginning, you just feel like it's like a statue like crying blood. It's like that idea of feeling like not in place. Man, shamefully, whichever way you cut it, I was trying to impress some people I can't even stomach. Man, how many times have you been in that where you're like, I got to sit here and make these people fucking like me? I fucking hate them. You'd like to think you're cool enough to care if you're cool, but the spirit gets distracted. The flesh is fucking cruel. They drag you to the tempest and extend you to the wolves. It's all pretty self-explanatory. This would be the time if you had any cool signature moves. That's like my favorite line. I wish I had a signature move.
Seize him.
Yeah, that's it. So that's really just sorry that was weird and sorry that was weird and read lyrics, but it was like those lyrics, that song just speak to me of like having to be in that fucking, we all have to do that shit where you have to like impress these people that you hate and they're all more powerful than you and they all don't know what they're fucking doing and they're all just making their money spitting on people with good fucking shit in their chest. Anyway, I probably wouldn't have read that if I wasn't high. It's weird to read people lyrics. I don't really care.
Shadowcast.
Anyway,
Shadowcast
that
way.
Yeah. But anyway, I highly suggest everyone listen to the song Kiln by Hail Mary Mountain. That's my favorite. Billy, do you know that one? Are you a big Aesop guy or?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I love Aesop. I was just going through my little Spotify thing. He's like one of my top artists for that. I think he was like number 3.
Yeah.
Run the Jewels is in there.
Run the Jewels. Yeah, I love Run the Jewels. Do you like Brother Ali? I like Brother Ali a lot.
Yeah. I like most of the Def Jux guys, like Beach and all them from like back in the day, like Campbell Ox. Obviously like LP is, his solo stuff's really good. Like Killer Mike, like all their solo stuff is great.
Yeah. It's also funny that like it's so crazy how like rappers never like, Killer Mike, they never get shit. LP just has an album called The Full Retard.
Right.
Like,
yeah. And that's a great song too.
It's great. Love that song. And it's just funny to be like, yeah, we're just gonna let that slide. I mean, we should let it slide. We get it. I'm not in any way, but it's just funny. All right. I think I'm completely crashing now. But dude, I hope
marathon stream.
Yeah,
I got one thing to show you before you leave, Greg.
Oh yeah, I'm not in a rush. I also might feel really bad for you, Mike. I hope you're having fun too.
Mike, you're
Barkley coming.
Oh, look at that.
I love it.
Yep.
And can you put on the other side of the shirt, executive producer?
Yeah, it's not ready for the shirt yet, but yeah, once I should be up by tomorrow.
That's great.
Or later today, rather.
That's fucking wild, man. That's wild. I don't know if it's that wild. I just think it's fun.
Anthony and Brendan are going to see those like, what the fuck are they putting on this?
What happened last night?
Yeah. Anthony knows about the Charles Barkley Comedy Barbecue, though, because I do make at shows, when people ask me for credits, I always go, tell them I was on the Charles Barkley Comedy Barbecue. That's always my go-to credit because I don't have any good
Nobody
credit.
would question that.
Yeah, it's the Charles Barkley Comedy Barbecue. That seems like a great show. Right, I think I could sell that show.
Oh yeah, definitely nowadays. And now that he has like that personality that like he's known for being like bristly and abrasive and straight talker kind of guy,
Yeah,
it would replace the Shaquille O'Neal All-Star Comedy Jam.
That's right. Yes, it's crazy that I just said the Charles Barkley Comedy Barbecue, and not even realizing that the Shaquille O'Neal Comedy All-Star Jam is that's the exact same.
Well, that
thing.
was for the NBA All-Star weekend. This is just an awesome barbecue that has comedy in it.
It would be. You wouldn't want to go to Charles Barkley hosting a barbecue that was also a comedy show. Yeah. That sounds like a great.
I would like to see him hosting while he has a paper plate with ribs.
Yeah.
This
Other
next
people
comic,
getting food.
hold on. Oh, it's on my shirt. Oh, he's real funny, guys.
I love this guy. Hang on, yeah.
Sorry about the mock being sticky.
And everyone gets rib tips.
Yeah.
Everyone in the crowd gets paper plates full of meat. The comedy sucks.
Everyone has to bring a side though.
Yeah, bring a side. Now you on the back, it just says "Bring your own side." Bring your own side. That's stupid. All right, I'm gonna head out, dude. Guys, I hope we do this again. That was a blast.
Oh, it was awesome. I hope I didn't stay at your Zoom house too long.
Matt, dude, I don't hang up the phone. I won't hang up the phone. We just go to bed. We wake up. We come see each other again. All right.
All right, everybody. We're gonna end the show right now.